Conscripted by a secret organization, a group of strangers is loaded into experimental metapods, hurtling their souls across dimensions and into unsuspecting avatars. With each trip across reality, these newly minted metapilots gain access to unique powers and abilities, slowly transforming them into true masters of the Metaverse.
Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Control them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice, bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse. Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse.
Just look at this.
Welcome back, chat. It is Masters of the Metaverse, 6 p.m. on Monday evenings on Hyper RPG, conjunction with Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. My name is Chris Odie. I am your GM. I am so excited for the show tonight and just to continue on the story of the alien invasion that we have been dealing with for the last several episodes. But before we jump into that, I was hoping that each member of the cast would be so kind as to just introduce themselves and say a little bit about their character and also, just go with the pilot characters for tonight.
Just the pilot for now, yeah.
And just a little bit about where people can find you elsewhere, out in the wild, beyond here.
Starting with me.
Yes.
Hello, chat, and other people watching after this stuff ends up on YouTube. My name is Shawn Franklin, but today I am playing John Stone, Pilot John Stone. He is former SWAT, current badass. That is what he is called. And yeah, he's a SWAT guy, and he's in the middle of this trying to make peace out of chaos.
I like that.
I don't have
You're
a good
still doing the
tagline.
eyes. You see that?
What's that?
You were still doing the eyes. That's gonna be tough.
No, not yet.
That's gonna be good.
Sweet. Well, I'm Maggie Ferguson Wagstaff, and I'm playing Rosie Harbin, the rodeo star. And you can find me on Twitter at Fergie_Waggy.
Now it's Ferguson Wagstaff. You gotta say it slower because people are like, what?
Yeah, because my last name is Ferguson Wagstaff. It's 17 letters and hyphenated.
I really like it, Fergie Waggy.
It's so Fergie Waggy. So I've been Maggie Fergie Waggy for most of my life.
I kind of want to nickname you the hyphen sometimes, but
you can. In high school, I was MFW to the third power for some reason.
Nice.
I don't know why, but it was always the third power in Roman numerals.
What the?
It's because my name is
Nerd.
I know they don't fit. My name doesn't fit on Excel sheets.
That's cute.
Hi, I'm Matt Vansel. I play Pilot Nick. I wasn't denying that. I play Pilot Nick Creaker, the Gestalt entity with a patchwork memory and personality. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me, Matt Vansel, at Twitter on Matt Vansel, but with the @ in front. I'm also on Patreon. I have no idea why I'd want to go there, though. You can see a much handsomer version of me in a video.
And actually, Matt is celebrating 1 year being on Patreon, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. Something else to be aware of what he's got going on.
Tons of words and stuff.
New
arranged
jockey installments and things like that.
Yes, up to 13 chapters now. As well as other things as well.
Okay, I'll take that as a ... Hi, I'm Vanessa Postel.
Gerd!
What? Did you say not? Did you say different?
Gerd. It's a girl nerd.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With a GERD.
I thought the G was silent. It was GN like gnome.
Hi, I'm Aquamarine. On this show, I play Aquamarine, who is a former celebrity yogini / cult leader. Now she's just part of this group. That's what she's doing and figuring that out. What kind of person is she? A seductive one. And where can you find me? On Twitter, at @BeingAquamarine. That's where I am. I'm also on Instagram, at Vanessa the Witch. Look for there. If there's underscores. other performer thing.
So Masters of the Metaverse is this show in which each of these players is portraying a meta-pilot who is inserted through technobabble into an avatar in some other far-off reality. And as such, they're able to access skills and abilities and powers from both their pilot and their avatar ability. Their access to those is highly dependent on what you in chat decree and how you decide they are able to do that. The store at metaverse.straylogic.com, someone will drop the link, is where you have your immediate access into all of that fun stuff. And I won't give you all the details on all the store pieces because a lot of it will come up as we go, but there are things like meta points which allow them to slide back and forth on the sliders that determine their power level. There are cheat codes which allow them to give themselves a bonus to a roll. There's the triple play which allows them to roll 3 dice instead of 2 and pick the best of those 2. There's a great thing called Total Recall, which allows them to tap into powers of avatars gone by, do things they might not otherwise be able to do.
And just break the fabric of their reality even more than apparently we've already broken it.
Exactly. There's the rule of cool. Apparently I am going to tell you them all. There's the rule of cool, which allows you to, each of them will then dictate what they want to do that round. You will vote. The winner will succeed critically. The others will have to still roll to determine if they have success with a significant penalty to their roll. And there is also, of course, the infamous hack attack, where you guys are able to grab control of the show and the reins and just drive this puppy where you want. More or less.
Oh, and the Dirty Dozen and the System Shock.
Oh yeah, System Shock, which randomly throws everyone on these sliders. The Dirty Dozen, which allows them to hop from one avatar to another. It's a lot of fun and chaos that we do here. So we are excited to have you with us for Masters of the Metaverse. So last week on Masters of the Metaverse, the team was at a farm where they had taken shelter following an alien invasion. The proprietors, the owners of that farm, the residents, if you will, it turns out were under the control of the alien invaders and tried to kill them. It did not go well for the farmers. Oh. Much battle ensued. We stumbled across a cow that had the brain of a human being that had been inserted into
Arnold.
it. Poor Arnold. Arnold the cow. Arnold J. Rimmer. That was the name of the cow. I thought you'd appreciate that.
I milked him.
She did.
You did?
Actually, if you could find the gif of everyone milking the cow, that
I'm
would be
fine if you don't.
It's a male cow.
Oh, that's.
I mean her.
No, it was her. It was a her. And there was an attack from the alien team in their jet black spaceship with the red stripes.
Oh god.
Yeah. Chat was on fire.
You missed it, Matt. You missed
I did not miss anything.
You did. You missed this so much.
And as a result of all those encounters and such,
Monday Night Football,
following their defeat of the alien invaders, the team stumbled across a brochure, a flyer, letting them know that a new branch of Joe's Diner had opened up. Joe's Diner being a trans-reality diner where meta-pilots like to hang out. So they went, and they dined, and they talked to the cook, and they learned some interesting information. Let's see, what did you learn? You learned that the realities you've been inserted into are real.
Yeah.
That you have actually been...
These are real people.
Not just simulating this, but taking over other people's lives.
I knew that.
And so that has been something the team has been dealing with. They learned that reality has been fracturing, and that they've had something to do with that. We pointed out, for example, how Aquamarine's rival Sapphire keeps showing up in different realities, which does not actually make any sense. But there are cracks and splinters appearing between realities. And we also learned that sometimes pilots die. And
Scott died.
Scott, at the end of the episode, one of our pilots went into some sort of limbo state, and we don't really know exactly what happened to him.
Yes.
And he may have been put down like a rabid dog by one of the other pilots. I'm just saying.
Hey.
Okay.
I was glad you did it.
Scott.
I SWAT things, what I do.
No, you swatted him good.
Oh.
So I think that gives you the basics. Does everyone feel caught up?
Okay.
Everyone feel as caught up as you would ever be on an episode of this show?
Yeah.
Sure.
More or less?
Yeah.
So we begin in Joe's Diner. The group of you, minus Nick. So John.
Are we full pilot?
Yes, please.
Oh, and by the way, Nick, the president may or may not be dead. We're not quite sure.
Oh, yeah, we're not sure.
And John, if you go ahead and slide full pilot, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what?
The president may or may not be dead. He was giving
Isn't that true all the time? Like, of the range of possibilities?
Yes, I guess that's correct. He was giving a speech, in which that got cut off while possible spaceships were coming towards the White House.
Okay.
So we all assume he's dead, but you know, there's I guess always hope.
So at the end of the last episode, John and Rosie and Jenica were hanging out in the diner, just taking stock of what had happened, and the three of them continue to sit in their booth, eating their mozzarella sticks, and they're drinking their shakes, whatever else, their salads.
Yep.
They have a nice float. They've got a nice root beer float, and as that is going on, two figures walk into the diner. And you immediately recognize that they are fellow meta pilots, and you're pretty sure that this is Nick and Aquamarine.
Okay.
And the two of them seem to be inhabiting bodies that just seem to be, for lack of a better term, average people.
We are the Tactical Espionage Destruction and Diversion Initiative.
Hello, Theodore.
Back. Will you hear the dragon wagon route? Can we kill like stones so we can get our own river into the ocean? A cow saying SMEG is needed. A little towards hashtag hack attack.
Oh,
thank you.
There's already a hack attack going.
So wait, they want to kill me.
No, Michael
I would
Stone.
normally contribute to the innocent nice in a beneficial hack attack. But I decided to send 5 hashtag metaphors instead.
Thank you.
All millionaires, less than 3.
That was
Thank
like the
you. We heart
best
you
time
too.
for that pause in that sentence.
Yeah.
Right after a hack attack.
Sometimes she nails it, and sometimes she just doesn't.
Good job, AI bot thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, two figures walk into the diner, and just kind of a nondescript-looking man and woman. They see the three of you over at the booth and come over and slide down next to you.
Hey,
Greetings, average fellow people.
did we hear the exchange?
No.
What's going on?
Just to give you some justification for where you are and where you've been.
Thank you.
You leapt, that would be a copyright thing. You were inserted into avatars elsewhere. I guess you could still say leapt, as long as I don't mention the name Quantum Leap.
What?
You were inserted into avatars somewhere else in this world, and as it happened, as soon as you landed in this reality, you were standing outside a Joe's Diner.
Huh.
So you just did the natural thing, which was, let's go inside.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
How's the root beer float?
Oh, hey, it's not bad.
Yeah?
You know, considering that we're on the brink of disaster, you know.
Yeah, what happened? What's going on?
Well, Scott's dead.
I wanted to ask you about that. He's not responding in his pod.
Yeah.
I went in there and looked in, and he's bleeding from his 7 of 9 orifices. Eyes, nose, ears, mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't check the other
Is he not-
2.
oh.
You know,
We don't know if he's really dead.
Well, if he's bleeding in his pod, then
From all of it, well, from at least, from a supermajority of his orifices.
Yeah.
Jenica is watching this conversation silently, but she is just not very talkative today.
what's also funny about all this is that the person he was in, Christina, she's also dead because apparently all the people and all the worlds we go to are real. So we've just, without consent, been taking over people's bodies and controlling them and making them do things.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
I knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
You knew that?
I knew that.
Let's take a look at the word reality, okay? Most of that word is real. And the other part of it is itty, which is your brain has to be to not understand that where we were going was real.
Well, no one
in
gave
every
us
indication.
any information ever.
Well, I'm sorry for jumping into a world in the Wild West where Theodore is a king of a thing and not being like,
Look.
oh, well, that's clearly not real.
The point is, our buddy Scott tried to sell us out to the aliens. So I offed him because we can't trust the guy. All right? I'd rather be on a mission with some people that I can trust.
Right, but you also killed an innocent person.
What choice did I can't separate Scott from the body he was in.
I know you can't. It's just the shitty situation we're in.
Yeah.
Well, that explains his blood fountaining.
Well, we're here apparently. If we're gonna assume that everything is real, we have to assume that this alien invasion, this crisis is real, which means that we have to do whatever we have to do. All right, and I had to take care of Scott because he was gonna sell us all out to the aliens.
Fine, that makes sense. Okay, where are we now? were in Joe's. Where were you before, and what's the situation?
We were on a farm outside of Seattle.
Can you narrow that down a bit?
No, I can't narrow that down.
It was the Edmonds area.
Okay. But like, it's not farm country. Closer to the mountains? What?
It was somewhere. It was like 2 hours away.
Monroe?
Morton?
Monroe.
Monroe. Yes, exactly.
Monroe.
Sorry.
I was there previous.
Several of your letters were correct.
I was there too.
See, that's where exactly.
So then, what could the founder? Why did the founders want us to be? Do they want us to? What is their role in all of this? They knew, of course.
Joe is still in the back, or not Joe. Cook is still in the back. That was not a Freudian slip. That was me just forgetting his name. Cook is still in the back doing his thing every once in a while. Order up.
I'd like a root beer float, please.
On it.
They are pretty good.
Yeah, the look.
I don't know if the founders know. I don't know anything, but I can tell you right now that I don't feel like doing a whole hell of a lot.
I agree.
Whoa. What do you mean agree? We just found out this is real. This means the alien invasion is real.
Right, it is real, and I am in someone's body without their consent, making them do things and making choices for them, and I don't feel comfortable with that.
You're in someone's body who can't do it for themselves, who doesn't have the mental or physical fortitude that you have. We are sent there, well, we don't know exactly why, but we can surmise it's either to end the invasion or contain the damage. And we are more capable of doing it than the panicking meat sacks that are most of the population.
What if not? What if we're here because the intention is to harm or help the bad guys? We have no idea.
But
I'd like to think that we are sent here to be heroes.
Well, yeah, but we seem to have our own choice in the matter.
And how do we know that these people need us? Like, if we just weren't part of them, then they could make up their own decisions about how to handle the aliens.
And as soon as you say that, you realize that Cook has actually been standing right at the end of your table for a bit. And he sits down the root beer float and says, "Oh, they need you.
They need us."
Right, I know they need us, but I don't feel comfortable being in someone else's body if it's a real person. I wouldn't want someone come into my body and take it over and use it and do that. I don't care if they are going to save the world.
But we don't have a choice.
But if I get, when they leave my head, what does that mean for me?
Well, then,
what effects are left over? How many people have we screwed up?
Well, then how about this?
How do you think they imprint on us?
How many people have we helped?
Wouldn't you think at least that person that you're in would at least want to do the right thing and try to help you?
It's really quite good. Yeah.
Like, we didn't have a choice, but neither do we. We didn't choose to be put in these bodies, but we're in them.
Well, you guys are having the free will morality conversation, aren't you?
That's
a good
exactly.
one. That's a good one. I'm glad you're doing that. Actually, that's important.
Can you lend to our conversation with some bits of comfort in this time of not wanting to hurt people and only wanting to help?
Yeah, sure. He slides down into the booth for a second. Things are kind of slow in here. I can take a break.
All right.
What's on your mind?
Obviously, you're more than just a cook. Okay, a lot of things here aren't what they seem.
I teach dance as well.
What kind?
Hey,
swing.
We're getting off topic.
Aqua.
East Coast. I tried West Coast. I don't have that slot down quite right.
Sorry, John. Me too.
Joe, what are you allowed to tell us? Are you Cook? Excuse me, Cook. Is that your last name or your first?
I'll just go by Cook.
What are you allowed to tell us? Like, are there some rules that bind you from telling us what we need to know, turning the cards over on the table? Do we have to play this kind of guessing game where we try to figure out what you cryptically mean?
No, I'll tell you what I know. I know everything. I know a few things.
All right.
I get the sense that Rosie's, I get the sense you're kind of struggling with this whole...
I'm certainly not happy about it.
That's fair. That's fair. It's because you're a good person.
Well, I certainly don't feel like a good person.
That's fair, too.
When you said that they needed us, what did you mean?
Well, now remember, I can just base this on what I've heard from other pilots and what they've experienced. But most every other pilot out there, most of them at least, they tend to just observe. They can't really do anything. They get into these places, they see what's going on, and they see horrible things. They see wars, they see atrocities, they see things I don't even want to talk about. This is a family establishment. And they can't do much of anything about it. Sometimes some of them can't even, for lack of a better term, control their, what do you call them, avatars?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're sitting there as observers watching what's happening.
You guys, it happens every once in a while. You guys seem to be special. You're able to act. You've got some control over what's happening. You've got more knowledge of the situation. And especially with what you've been telling me about your latest place, I really don't see how, be honest with you, I've had a few people come in here before who've been dealing with an alien invasion, and 9 times out of 10, it doesn't go so well for the people being invaded.
Whoa, hold on. People who've been dealing with an alien invasion, like this isn't the first time this happened.
Oh, hell no. Pardon me. Heck no.
So wait, so here in this reality, they've been invaded multiple times?
No, the one you're talking about now, I'm assuming it's a first. It doesn't seem like anyone's gone through it before.
In this reality.
But this isn't the first reality where someone's walked into this place and told me about an invasion.
So you exist outside of reality. You're static. You're always here?
I tend to like to hang out at Joe's. It's a safe space.
Joe's Diner has been in all of our realities.
I know my way around. The benefits are good.
All right.
So special.
Well, how about this? Is it always the same invasion? Same kind of creatures?
No. Some places get invaded by, little green men. Some places get invaded by really tall purple women.
Has there any constant in things that have gone wrong?
We're talking about a multiverse of metaverses, my friend.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience. You've seen a lot. Have you seen any patterns of things that pilots do wrong?
Oh, the pilots do wrong?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen pilots do all sorts of things wrong.
Right.
Well, in my humble opinion. Doesn't mean, that I'm right.
Yeah, what do you consider? You gonna say something, Nick?
Look, I hate to be the one to let you guys know this, but at this point in time, and I don't have a better word for it, you're all kind of tainted.
Tainted?
Even if you wanted to stop what you've been doing, the damage is already done. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. You can't unsticky whatever you've been bringing with you from reality to reality. You didn't choose to bring it with you, it just came with you. It's just part of who you are, how you were wired. My guess is it's why, what did you call them?
The founders.
Founders? Some people talk about a program.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We were there first.
My guess is it's why they chose you guys.
What, they were already tainted, so they chose us because we were tainted, or became
no, you just probably had the right mental makeup.
Are the founders... Can the founders hear us here?
No.
Are the founders good?
We don't know.
They have their moments.
They have their moments.
We know the program threatened us or kidnapped us, or whatever numerous reasons for getting us to be a part of it and get in the pods. And then we were moved, and the founders basically captured us and put us in a house and told us to do the same thing, but for them instead of the program.
So you know them, you've heard of them. You said...
I get the sense that they, 1, don't like each other, and 2, they both think the other one is the bad guy.
Of course, humans.
So Nick,
the impression I get is, if it were possible, and I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying it isn't, but if it were possible, this might be a scenario in which an option C might be good.
Oh, you mean like blowing up the house and all the metapods and all the equipment? Because I'm down for that.
You yourself would still be who you are and how you are.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be going into people's bodies and putting them in harm's way.
Words, whatever hashtag habitat gets picked.
Oh, there's multiple.
Now, I don't know exactly about this mansion you're talking about, but at the end of the day, you blow up one spot with one group of metapods.
There's another.
There's just another.
Across any number of realities.
So Nick, you've had the most experience with weird realities, and you've had all kinds of stuff patched together into your consciousness. What are you feeling out of this? What do you think?
Never really got a sense for what they were after. Just that they were using us to get stronger so that they could then shackle us for their own purposes. Make the ultimate soldiers, make the ultimate assets.
I mean, if Nick can jump into anyone's body and they could use that or make you use that, that's dangerous.
You realize interesting. They've turned us into demons. Creatures from outside of time that take you over and make you do things you never would.
At the end of the day, and this is just my 2 cents, someone's gonna do what you've been set up to do. It just comes down to the moral compass of the people who are doing it. I know that doesn't make it easier. I'm sorry I can't help much more than that. But at the end of the day, I think you guys are more or less set up to, well, I don't want to be cheesy and say save the world, but maybe I'll go further and say save worlds.
No, that's good. That helps.
Yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this from a purely clinical, pragmatic, utilitarian point of view.
Logic.
If we go back to the world and to save it, yes, we're taking over people's bodies. Yes, we're subverting their will. And yes, we very well might likely get them killed. But in the end, how many more would we be saving by intervening?
And how many have we already messed up by bleeding into all these realities together into themselves?
Well, maybe when we're done here and we have a better sense of, or get a better sense of control over our own destiny, we can go back and fix that shit.
Well, and you're not the first to bleed. You seem to do it better than others. More naturally, if you will.
So if we're not the first, where are they? Why aren't they still working for the program? Why didn't we see them there? Why didn't we see them with the founders?
And how many of these other pilots just do the, what did you say, scouting?
Observing.
Observing? How many of them are actually active?
I'd say the majority of them just scout. If I had to hazard a guess, it's probably something like 60% observe, maybe 30% observe and can at least exert some sort of control. And there's about 10% or so who more or less can do what you can do.
So the ones that just observe, is that because that's their mission to observe, or because they don't have the ability to do more than just observe?
The impression I get is if they could do more, they would, but it's just what they can do.
And we naturally can do more than most.
I mean, if you're anything like any of the pilots that I've met, the odds are good you all did not know each other before you got involved with this, correct?
Oh, no, correct. Yeah.
I'm assuming your backgrounds are not the same?
Correct.
No.
Oh, no.
Yep.
We might not all be in the same
consistent.
reality. You ever think of that?
What?
Well, we
I missed that, Nick.
I was just thinking we may not all be from the same reality.
Well, you and me and Aquamarine and I are from the same one. We walked into that building together.
I don't even remember where I'm from.
It's an interesting question.
Wow,
It is a possibility.
That's true. I don't know what reality you're from.
Well, it's okay. We're together in this reality now.
There are some old timers who come by off and on. I can get in touch with some of them to see if you want to have a sit down.
Yeah, we'd like to meet them.
So how is it that this area is somehow safe from the Founders probing?
Just how Joe built it.
Where's Joe?
So Joe must be more powerful than the Founders.
Joe's Joe.
Are you Joe?
No.
Now he's Cook.
Well.
Does Joe ever come
You
around?
just say that.
I haven't seen Joe for a while.
What's a while?
Joe operates how Joe operates.
Can you summon Joe?
No.
Can you communicate with Joe?
Joe's, for lack of a better term, Joe's a god. Or beyond a level.
At least comparative to Founders.
A level of entity beyond our regular dimensions and constraints.
Supernatural.
Right.
Supernatural.
We're supernatural too.
But if you're sure that we're shielded from him, look, I say for now, we play along so we can try to save everybody. At some point, they're going to bring us back into the place where we're in their pods.
And I'm going to destroy them.
Maybe we'll get our chance. I don't know. But we won't get to do anything if we go out there and don't play along.
Or they'll just take us out. They'll see that we're just sitting there doing nothing, and they'll pull us out, and it's all over.
We won't do nothing. We'll save the world as much as we can.
We're heroes. We're set up to be heroes.
Right.
Here.
We're set up to be heroes, so we can do all these things and use these powers so that when we come back, they can use us.
So then we need to find some way to break out.
Exactly.
But we need to buy time first.
We buy time by playing along while away on these missions. If we're not being monitored, we try to, see how far their control extends.
We're safe here.
And speaking of which, we should probably get out of here soon because obviously they're going to know they're cut off from us and they're going to wonder why. And
I gotta say I don't feel too safe here because Scott did die, and Scott is clearly dead in his metapod.
Oh, probably. I can go check.
Die here.
What? What cook?
He didn't die here.
Not at Joe's.
No.
So he died in it. So did someone attack his pod?
Well, I don't know what happened. I know Scott has not been here, this guy you're talking about.
No, I know he's not here in Joe's diner. He was in a body, and then he wasn't.
Oh, that's the here you meant. I understand that.
Yeah, I meant here. Yeah.
There's a limit to reflexive pronouns.
All right.
All right.
Well, I suggest we get back to our mission before they come trying to figure out why they can't communicate us or why they can't hear us or whatever they do to keep in contact with us. We try to.
Oh, they don't care about Joe. They know. I'm sure they know that Joe's exist and they can't get in it. We've never had. Maybe they don't, but we've never had a problem at a Joe's.
Okay.
I know they can't get in.
Do you have a room for rent, perchance?
No, sorry.
Good question, though.
You mentioned the old.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
You mentioned the old timers and you talked to them.
Yep.
I want you to ask them why they're still doing it.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I shall do that, especially for you. I apologize. I need to get back to the kitchen. It's good to see you guys, though. Look forward to next time you stop by.
Thanks,
Cook.
And he gets up and clears a couple things that were used up and heads off.
That's a lot to take in. We should all take some deep breaths. Yeah. Okay.
As you're doing that, Jenica looks at you all and she says, I can't deal with this right now. And she gets up and she just walks out the front door.
Isn't she a psychologist or something?
Yeah, she can't deal with it.
It's a lot.
I think that's a sign. I mean, she just did the smartest thing I've seen any of us do, which is just walk out, just walk away. I mean, why haven't we walked away before? We don't know if they're actually going to kill us. Why have we continued to do this? Why haven't we ever tried to really escape? We've just accepted blindly everything that has happened.
We includes me. I did go away.
You did. We come find you.
Entirely Avatar in a place I thought was on my own, and they found me.
Okay. They sent us to find you. They couldn't find you until us.
Yeah.
So we fucked up your life too.
No, what I'm saying is if we try to go somewhere, they will find us. If we try to hide, if we try to lose ourselves in an alternate identity, they will find us.
I'm sure that some of the people that we've been in have been helped by us. I'm sure it hasn't all been hurt.
And there's got to be a reason why Joe made this place impenetrable to the founders.
I mean, it's a safe haven.
He's like an ally, sort of.
Oh yeah,
At some point, maybe we can get some help from him.
I'm sure we will.
Also, we don't know if he's an ally or just a neutral party, right? We don't know if this is a safe haven or if this is just Casablanca.
And we still don't even totally know if the founders are bad, per se. I mean, we don't like what they're doing, but I don't know why.
They'd try. Whatever that means.
I just want to get back to, look, I'm a SWAT guy. That's what I do. I was military before I was SWAT. I gotta save people. Can we try to save people and figure this out later?
Yes, but you have a good point, and that is the moment we step out of this area, you know, our conversations are monitored again. We don't necessarily have a quick way out. So if we can have some sort of plan, some sort of, I don't know, fallback routine.
Well, is this place going to disappear or something? Is it like an oasis type of thing, or is it's always going to be here, right? We can fall back to
Well, not
here.
necessarily. You can't always find the door to the place. It's a cross-world joint, and there are a few, you know, places that appear in more than one spot. There's a mountain with an oracle. There's some other...
Just because we came in outside in Seattle on that reality doesn't mean when we leave, we're going to be in the same place. We could be somewhere completely different.
What?
Or the Joes
how it
will be
works.
there when we come back. So there's no guarantee this is here for us.
And there's no guarantee we'll go back where we were.
So there's no guarantee we could walk out this door and there could be no alien invasion. We could just be sitting in fucking fields of lilies, sunflowers,
Lilies,
and
strawberries.
have all new, you know,
In new bodies.
Bonnets,
new bodies.
In New
sundresses.
I'm so sick of being pushed and pulled around. I mean,
I agree.
I feel like we don't have a choice, and that's what's disgusting, because you're right. Even if we tried to escape in a metaverse, if we tried to escape in our own reality, we're screwed because they'll find us. And so does that leave me with to just end it? Because that doesn't sound fun.
No.
No, and because, well, how do you know killing the body you're in won't just result in you being bleeding like a pincushion?
That's true.
We do not have to become soldiers for the founders. We can make our own decisions. We are special. Cook told us it comes naturally to us. We can lean into that and use it.
Order up!
I would love to agree with you, but this whole time I've been thinking that, and I feel like none of it's true.
That's because, well, wait a minute. We have power once we're in the avatars, but what we don't have is the ability to decide where we are sent. Now, if we could figure that out,
Yeah.
if we could figure that out, then maybe we could find these founders or gather other information on them.
God, such a
Hey, Cook, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
That's a good way to go.
Good.
Thank you.
Nick, go ahead and ask him.
Hey, Cook?
He comes back over.
How do the metapods work? How do they send? How do they choose the world that we get sent into?
I'm honestly not sure. Thus far, it has appeared to be random.
Can anyone control where they go?
Not well. There's been attempts.
By whom?
Nothing's been consistent.
Can we talk to them?
Well, I mean, the founders and the program both. My understanding is they've been trying to figure out how to fine tune it.
No, they know where people are being sent because Tessa, the founders who Tessa works for,
Well, that's true.
they sent her somewhere specific and they sent us specifically with her. So they have to know something.
True. They have to have some way to navigate where they're sending.
I know they hit their mark sometimes.
So
I know they fail sometimes, but
I just feel like maybe when we arrive in worlds, I mean, okay, look, we arrived in this when there was an alien invasion, right? Okay, yeah, there's a big problem. We have definitely arrived in worlds where there has necessarily not been a problem right up front.
Yeah.
And because we're there, our presence and our actions have caused those problems, which is why I'm so upset about us taking over people. I mean, those zombies probably would have just made it there. Maybe. Who knows?
You were in a zombie world? Mm-hmm. Those are entertaining.
Will the diner still be here? Well, do you know how long the diner will be back in 1980 Seattle invaded by the aquatic aliens?
Oh, once we set up shop somewhere, we tend to leave it open.
Okay. Here's a question. With our skills combined, could we build a metapod with the technology present in 1980s Seattle and then use that to maybe project our way back to where our bodies are and steal our own metapods, maybe bring them here?
I don't see how we could get away with that without them knowing what we're doing.
It's an interesting theory, though.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Could we gather the stuff and bring it back here and build the metapod here?
Put a metapod
Can you project metapilots
in Joe's
from a metapod
diner.
from here? Yes. Where else would you want to build one?
Right, because then it's safe.
Well, I would have to talk to management about that.
Total recall.
I'd be happy to pay for rent.
You should talk to them.
Could you?
Because imagine that. If we had our own... Because then whatever body we're in could jump. It'd be like...
Right,
that's interesting.
It'd be like a leap from within the leap.
That is so
A dream within the dream. like a Christopher Nolan movie.
A
That I like.
Yeah.
Metametapod.
Wow.
Metapod.
That is so dicey.
Yeah, see, this is sort of
Maybe
stuff.
if we had Scott, I mean, Scott's
No?
an expert at all the science.
No, it just entertains me. That's the danger those groups never think of when they start recruiting folks like you. Is the ones who are talented enough to do all these things are the ones who are harder to control.
You know what?
Is there any way to get a What? Oh.
So you're still not entirely sure if Scott is dead?
I haven't seen him.
Because Scott knew all the science.
He could be dead.
all the
Right,
science.
but Nick saw him in his pod. Scott,
only
as a
partially
human,
dead.
is gone. His consciousness could be
Mostly
somewhere.
dead.
All we know is that I can go back and check. You know, they have physical monitoring systems built up on us so that, you know, if they need to give us a shot of an adrenaline or if they need to knock us out, they can do it. So I imagine they have, maybe he's in a coma, maybe he's still alive. But if that's the case and we built a pod here, we could jump into him. But we'd need him in the first place to do that.
Is there any way to communicate with his consciousness? find out where it is.
Not
talk
from
to
here,
him.
no.
Not from here. Not from inside the diner. You know what you're saying?
Maybe someone in the diner has a metapod.
Nope.
Nope, they don't. Or the technology and knowledge. Will you let us know?
Keep you posted.
Because I'm just saying, if we communicate to him, he's there in a pod. He's there with the pods. He could give us info. I mean, he was all about the science. That's why he's about to sell us out. He loved science. Science was everything to him.
But he did.
Even though I kind of killed him, this might be an intriguing enough proposition to him to be willing to help us out to build a pod.
Well, I like the idea of being able to control where we go and no one else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's structure this like a plan.
You're starting to see the more folks are starting to mingle in and such.
So let's structure this as a plan. We like the idea of trying to build our own metapod away from the monitoring of the founders to give ourselves a potential way out, potential to break this chain, right? We know it's safe to build it here. We don't know if we can build it ourselves, but we think Scott might be the best way to do that. So we need to find out first if he's still alive or if any of him is salvageable. Because, oh God, what are we thinking? Are we friggin' idiots? It's a fucking multiverse. There are how many versions of him that exist at any different stop along the way? We're talking grains of sand on a beach. Now, if we can figure, if he's dead, then we just need to find another one of him, maybe who doesn't have a traitorous streak in him.
Well, I just figured the one that's there, since he's there with the pods.
Right, exactly. Okay, so I could log out just as a friendly query, see if, check with the text, see if he's okay. I did talk to that guy who put the fire ants in his pod. Maybe I could go back.
He likes you.
Yeah, I could check with him, ask him what happened.
Yeah.
Because he's not responding.
Stupid, by the way.
It was pretty awesome, though.
It was pretty funny.
I mean, we didn't know that the giant ants were going to show up. That's on me. That's bad. I'm sorry. But again, the chances that were going to happen was like 10 and 1. 1 in 10. Whatever.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
That's hard. Well, I
apologize, guys. It's starting to get pretty busy, so I need to get back to work. And honestly,
we should.
When you're ready, we could use the booth for some other folks. I apologize.
Will you talk to Joe about letting us rent a little space or something?
Absolutely.
Do you have a party room?
No, we don't. But that's a good idea. Could increase revenue.
I'd very much like to reserve it if you should get one.
Oh, guys.
Like how you think?
You guys got any cash? We should leave a tip.
Oh. Yeah.
We're not really
Cook's back
sent
in the
here.
kitchen now.
Oh, am I still in Michael Stone?
Yeah.
Great. He's fucking loaded. So here's all the money from his wallet because I hate him.
Nice.
But thank you for talking this through.
See you guys pay off.
Thanks, everybody.
But again, what is our plan? We're going back. We're going to save the world and surreptitiously try to see if Scott's still alive.
If that's where we're going.
I mean, stay on the path we're on. There's also, I don't know how this works because my brain isn't the smartest, but when we go back to reality, there's always a pod that isn't working, right? There's always someone who can't come in because their pod's broken or something. Like, is there a way to start stealing parts?
Well, okay. Here's the thing.
Oh gosh, I could just get them all up in here just with a little.
Your premise was using 1980s technology.
Yeah.
But this is an alien invasion. So any technology we can scrounge from the aliens, we can use that too.
It might also help.
They've already crossed a galaxy. Who knows how powerful their tech is?
Right.
So if we can get our hands on any of their stuff, we'll just scavenge it.
Now, I don't know how to get the stuff from one reality to the other because we've never done that, but there's...
Take it to Joe's.
I mean, that's right. If we get the stuff and leave it at Joe's, then maybe we can...
We'll find it at Joe's.
I don't know, just something. Really? It's a more hopeful solution than anything we have so far.
I like that a lot. Using Joe's Diner to help us with the parts, if need be.
Yeah, just stash them.
Yeah, we have like 2 to 3 good bullet points of plan. And we have to leave this diner.
And right now we just go on as normal.
Cook, you have like a walk-in fridge or a cellar or something we can store some stuff a little bit, you don't mind?
He's in the back, he can't hear you right now.
I'm sure. Let's get the stuff, and when we got it, we'll bring it back and go from there.
Sometimes better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Exactly.
Let's see where we are.
Yeah, let's...
Are we ready?
All right.
I'm not ready, but let's go.
Got your back, team.
We exit the diner.
So you get up as a group and you walk towards the front door, and it is picking up. There's a lot of folks that are walking in, and there's just a wide variety of species that have walked through the door. Some pretty much all humanoid, but not necessarily all human looking. And you open the door and you start to walk through it. And as soon as you pass through the door, it gets very bright outside. And you have to kind of squint your eyes and rub them and kind of do one of these for a little while. And you start hearing this ringing in the back of your head as well. And it's loud, it's obnoxious. And in fact, it just starts building and building this ring. It's more of a dinging sound, like a clang, 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 clang.
Okay.
Just dinging of bells and whistles. And a lot of animatronic kind of beeps and such and things like that, and it's just this obnoxious cacophony of sound. And as your eyes adjust, and as you start looking around, you are standing in the middle of it looks like a casino. There's slot machines in front of you, and poker tables and roulette wheels and craps and all that sort of stuff, and the room is empty. But you hear all these bells and things going off, and if you look back behind you from where you just exited from the diner, there is a door that is there that is now closed. You could open it if you wanted to. Yeah. And it's a supply closet when you look in there.
When you say it's empty, do you mean it's like everything is on and working? And
everything's on
like,
and working?
Like it should be full. Like it's not empty. Yeah. It's nighttime, okay, it should be full and it's not empty.
And there's no sign of Jenica, there's just the four of you when you walk out.
Well, she went somewhere else.
Wow.
And
we'll have to find her.
I immediately want to see who I am this time.
As I say, let me do some rolls. It's not going to be exactly what you're expecting, but it'll still be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Aquamarine, you find yourself in the body of Patricia Borden, who you remember was the defendant from the murder case, number 1 on your list.
Innocent.
Rosie, you find yourself in the body of Sylvester the Showman Atkinson, number 3 on the list.
Maggie has been waiting to be the wrestler for so long.
I'm actually very happy for you.
But I also feel like there's a lot of pressure right now.
Yeah.
It's very intimidating.
That's how that worked out. Nick, you find yourself in the body of Carl Lundgren, the fisherman. The fisherman / pirate.
With the weird accents.
Yeah. Well, I guess this was just a matter of time.
Yep.
Oh, it's a dirty dozen! Yay!
Oh, sweet. Yes.
Those are fun because
Thank you, Chef.
we get to, everything changes.
Yes.
And I might have.
The system shocks are also fun for that. Like Dirty Dozens and System Shocks together could really mess us up and make weird things happen.
I hope that the thing I take from this asshole is not his accent. Because that would be bullshit.
That's like the Swedish chef in an endemic.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I'm so happy about that.
I'm broken. That's some breakthrough
And I made a mistake on your sheet.
I don't think that's very kind of you to be laughing at me like that.
I made a mistake on your sheet. If you will look at number 9,
Yes.
and if you will cross out the name and rewrite the name Linda Hersley.
Linda. Okay.
Linda Hersley.
And Jennifer is the daughter. And
Hersley.
Yeah, this is Linda Hersley.
John, you find yourself in Linda.
How many umlauts are in Hersley?
So the four of you.
Just one.
The 4 of you in the casino, and there's no one else. The rest of the jury pool did not. They left with you, but they did not leap with you.
Oh, this is disconcerting.
So there's just the 4 of you and these 4 avatars.
Number 9 is the Linda
But
Hersley.
we're all the way over here right now.
Yeah, what sucks about that is that we just took people. We were in them, in their reality. They didn't know about any of this. Aliens have invaded. They walked into a diner. They left the diner, and now they are somewhere.
Yep.
Hashtag triple play. If you don't like the doors, you can punch through a wall and make a window.
Nice, Jen.
I
Thank
love
you.
this plan so much.
Oh, the day destroys the
What I want to know is why am I talking like this when I'm 100% pilot? That's crap. I'm not doing that anymore.
It's because Carl is some strong energy.
That is, she is some strong
Actually, you
energy.
know what? Since it makes sense to do it that way,
look
let's
at that.
drop a system shock right off the bat.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Good idea.
So
does
system
suck.
shock.
Yeah,
So John,
I'll slap the
you were
product out
dead
of your
center.
hair.
Rosie, you're not wrong.
you were dead center on the slider.
Man, it's hard to think
Rosie,
about that.
you were all the way Avatar.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's
God.
going to be fun for everyone. Nick, you are halfway between the middle and Avatar, so move over.
Can't forget.
And Aquamarine, you were all the way Avatar.
Oh, Patricia.
So, GM, just for those who are just joining us, what just happened? Why,
So what
does
just
that
occurred
mean?
is a system shock has been dropped, thanks for the reminder, and what the system shock means is every one of the players has just found themselves skewed somewhere on the slider. If they are more to the pilot side, they have more access to pilot abilities. If they're more to the avatar side, they have more access to the avatar abilities. It becomes easier to use the powers of one side, harder to use the powers of the other, and the only way they can get themselves out of this bind is through the use of another system shock or meta points or other things like that to try and save their bacon.
Don't worry, no one. I got ichthyology.
I have gaming.
In the whole casino?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So,
Patricia's a scared person.
and I'm number 9, passenger. It says.
Number 9?
No, you're Linda Hersley.
Is it 9?
Yes.
We had to change it. Number 9 is Linda Hersley.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm-
cross out the
Number
word
nine.
passenger.
That she was on the old sheet.
With the same abilities that this says right
Yes,
here.
yes. It's the exact same abilities. In fact, that person, full disclosure, was a relabeled version of Linda, so that works even better. But apparently I did my math wrong when I was setting something up yesterday. So you're sitting there at this casino, and again, it's just all the slot machines and things, lots of sounds and sights and whatnot. And you're kind of looking around and such, and then there is a bit of an earthquake.
Oh.
The place kind of rumbles for a moment and shakes back and forth. And not a huge earthquake, but enough that you felt it, enough that, you kind of buckled like that. And the lights flicker, but they stay on. And that's what's going on.
Nice sound effects, but where's my flicker?
Where are we?
Is there any signage? Any kind of signage that...
There you go.
Mark, that's hilarious.
That's what.
And that's awesome.
That's really funny.
I wasn't ready for
The
that.
reactions from you guys were great.
That was really great. It's like,
Is there any kind of signage to indicate the name of this casino?
Like your standard casino, there's not great labeling in here to tell you how to get anywhere. There are some exit signs that you can see.
Are there cards?
There are decks of cards.
What do they say on them?
On the back of the cards? That's a great question.
Congrats on show number 30. Thanks for so much amazing entertainment. You all are awesome. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Hey! And out of 30 shows, I think these last 4 are probably the best.
What do you base
Oh yeah,
that
is that
on?
what you think? Yeah.
That's what you
I think
think?
so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it really picked up.
Really?
I think the first
I'm going to have to disagree.
26, you're kind of finding your way. The last 4, you kind of nailing it there.
It says on the back of the deck of cards, I honestly wish I had thought that far through. Now I have to improvise quickly, and I'm not just up to speed for that.
It says
Yeah, the card is commenting how
I'm just
you-
endowing that I'm not ready for. I'm just
really?
admitting it. I'm copying it that I didn't have the name ready.
I definitely said in the car how I felt like you were just like one of the best improvisers.
Oh,
I've ever,
thank you.
She
And
did.
then
Worked
there's
with.
moments like this where I just fall on my face. The problem is that I know in my heart I wrote it down somewhere and I can't find it. So rather
It
than
says-
thinking on my feet,
buffering.
it does.
Well, I don't know about you, but let's leave this room.
Yeah, it actually the name of the casino. Oh, that's right. It's right here. That's where I had it written down.
I'm gonna take that deck of cards with me. Again.
Sorry, that's what was bugging me is I didn't want to make a mistake, and then I made a bigger one. It says the Millionaires Club,
The Millionaires Club.
and then there was this logo next to it that has like dollar signs and an anchor motif going on.
Oh, yeah, no, that got me going.
Have you heard of this place?
Yeah, they've actually got a sandwich in the bar also called the Millionaires Club. It's overpriced.
I'm gonna head straight for that exit.
As you start walking towards the exit, you notice over in one of the slot machine areas, you see someone fiddling around with the mechanics on the machine like they're trying to open it up.
They look like they work here. I'm gonna keep walking towards the exit.
Sounds good. Do you all go with him?
Hello?
What's wrong with the machine there?
As soon as you say that, the guy looks over at you and drops what he was holding and books it
He's
for the exit.
I don't think he works here.
no, he's a thief.
Can you book faster than us?
Yeah, I'll chase him.
You want to try and chase him down?
Yeah.
Let's get him.
I want to see your amazing takedown maneuver.
Can we get some chase music there?
You can't stop the
Sound
show.
boy.
Oh, the show must go on.
But you do chase him, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna chase him.
Okay. Give me a body check.
A body check.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that is a giant.
I critted mine.
That is a giant negative. I'm not going to use my bonus points if you critted it.
I critted mine. I rolled 1-1.
That was crappy. All right.
This guy, as he ran, he was wearing some sort of uniform.
Okay.
And it did have a logo that echoed the logo you saw on the cards.
Okay.
And he takes off like he knows this place at the back of his hand.
I hurl my herring net at him.
Because you just happen to be carrying a herring net?
Let him have harpoons.
True. Can't really argue with that logic, can I? It's a pocket fisherman that you had with you. And you whip out a small herring net and fling it.
I shoot him. No.
Get him.
6.
6? I will utterly fumble that defensive check. So yeah, you do manage to rope him with your herring net that you had so thoughtfully stored in your Swedish fanny pack. Your fanny pack. How would you say it?
Fanny pack.
Fanny pack.
I will run up to him and hit him as if tagging him. And then I will go tackle him.
Sounds good.
For those who are just joining us, your character is...
I'm the wrestler. They know that.
Oh, but somebody just joining us. I mean, I don't know why that's funny.
No, we should every once in a while, yeah.
You gave no context for my herring net.
It's true. Sylvester, so you go running forward and you just dogpile on top of him, is that correct?
Yeah. I can put him in, I can, well, is he lying face down or face up?
He is lying face down.
Great. I'll do like a modified bank statement for everyone who is watching.
Thank you all for 30 amazing episodes. I can't wait for the next 30.
Yay!
Yeah! Glad your pear-shaped is doing better. Hashtag cool rules and stuff.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Was this just implied that we're doing 30 more episodes on top of this?
I can't wait.
90 more hours.
It's like a modified bank statement. Just go with it, Chris.
What is a bank statement?
It's a bank statement.
It's the finisher by Sasha Banks.
Who is Sasha Banks?
She thinks she's the boss.
She thinks she's the legit boss.
And her name is...
Her finisher is just the person's on their face down and you pull them. It's like...
So wait, her name is Sasha Banks and her
some sort of
finisher is the bank statement.
The
That
bank-
makes... I'm the showman and my finisher is curtains.
The showstopper.
Patricia, I'm so excited by this. Quietly.
You didn't workshop this character much, did you?
It's coming to me right now.
Okay.
I watch a lot of wrestling.
So you do have him down on the ground and in this hold. And he can't speak very well because he's all...
Right, that's fine.
He works here.
I'm gonna let you go. But only if you're gonna tell me what's going on. And I'll let go.
Where the hell did you people come from? I thought everybody abandoned ship.
What? Ship?
Oh.
Why would they abandon ship?
Anchor. We're on a ship. We're on a ship.
Aliens?
Cruise line.
What you do when there's an alien invasion, you abandon ship, apparently?
Why are you here?
Because I figured no one would be minding the casino. Oh, man.
The casino on
Where the
the
hell
ship?
did you come from? I should sue you. My jaw is like, so busted right now.
Tell us where we are as if we didn't know.
What?
Just do it.
You're the Millionaires Club.
Which is where?
The casino.
Which is where?
On board.
Of
the ship.
which is called?
You don't know where you... What?
Sylvester?
Look at me, son.
Whoa.
Thank you, Sylvester.
I don't want you to be questioning their questions.
The Princess Victoria.
You are a slimy little turd.
What? You're on the Princess Victoria. I'm sorry that whoever booked your tickets did not tell you that.
Thank you.
Right.
Princess Victoria, the casino. Gosh, thanks, Sylvester. Gosh.
No problem.
So you decided that you're going to take advantage of the alien invasion to rob your employer.
Hey, I don't get paid that much, man, and no one's minding the place, and, I figured it was worth the risk.
That is not nice.
Why were you robbing a machine that pays out quarters?
In the middle of the ocean.
In the middle of an alien invasion.
Were you gonna swim back to shore?
You thought the aliens were gonna like honor the
That's
currency?
a valid question. Now that you say it, I should. I'm gonna go check out the bank area. You're still holding him?
You gotta check out the bank.
She broke free. He broke free right there. So
bank.
I'm gonna let go.
yeah, so he starts wandering over towards the tellers are.
I
as soon as
roll
he
up my
says that.
herring net.
Princess Victoria.
He starts working on the lock, trying to
What-
pick the lock on the door while you guys are talking.
Well, now, wait a second. So everybody abandoned ship. So they all got into life rafts and they're all
his
going.
name badge says Sandy.
Are we docked? Sandy, are we docked?
Docked?
Are we on the ocean?
Yeah, duh. Where the hell have you been?
A diner.
Figuring around on it some more.
Where are you trying to break into? What's in there?
The teller.
The bank.
Do you want to cut? Is that what this is about? Because, I mean, there's going to be plenty for all of us.
No, man.
He starts fiddling around with some more. And
Is there anyone else?
Pops open a lock.
Is
in the
there
door.
anyone else on board?
If they're smart, they left.
You mean there's no captain on this vessel?
Well, we're still going in a direction, so I'm
The
assuming.
captain always goes down.
Rules of the ship. I claim this ship and the salvage rights.
I honor
There you
y'all.
go.
What is?
I am now captain of this ship, and you get back to your duty station, soldier.
Hey, this is a mutiny.
He pops the door open and he opens up and starts wandering into where the teller spots
Lock
are.
him inside there, please.
Yes, Captain Carl.
Now the brig.
You're now my first mate.
Give me a. Let's see. Who are you in right now?
Patricia. The defendant.
I like you, first mate accused of murder.
I have game. I'm innocent. I have gaming, etiquette, languages, physical science, sleight of hand.
Yeah, your resume is perfect.
Sleight of hand. It's
Yeah, I can't tell where your hand is right now.
domestic art, swim,
That's good when you're on the ship.
wilderness trekking, climbing.
I don't know that you'd be doing much
Wait a
wilderness.
second. I just realized my character has languages. German. Close. Malformation, malformation, malformation.
Oh, no, it's very different now about the Uber. That's just good word.
Patricia also has languages German, and she's just like sitting there, like acknowledging that they're not speaking
Right.
German at all.
I'd like to speak to chat for a moment and apologize to all of our German friends. Just play.
But apparently the Swedes can go to hell. Is that what you're saying?
Nobody watches us in Sweden.
Yeah, you know why, Swedes?
Smoker lives in
Gustavus
Sweden.
Adolphus, that's why.
Void Smoker lives in Sweden.
I like Gustavus.
I'm also Swedish.
Maggie's fully
The Vasa,
Swedish,
that
very
was good.
Swedish.
Stopping.
What's the name of the traditional holiday?
Lucia. St. Lucia.
Santa Lucia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my
Maggie's
mom
described
did
it
that
as
when
most
she was
beautiful.
younger.
No, I'm forced.
Who cares? Go fist yourself.
Anyway.
Chronicler.
My mom's side was Swedish, right?
Oh yeah.
My dad's
So I
side's
know.
Norwegian.
We've talked about this.
They're all first generation. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway. Okay. So we're back.
Really, your ancestors come from the whitest place on earth.
They do. Can't you tell?
So I did what the captain
Nice
said,
tan.
Yes.
and I locked him in there, right? Because the captain said to.
Yeah,
Yeah. So give me a. You've got who again?
Patricia
I'm sorry.
Borden. She's 23
Oh,
years
that's
old.
why I'm on the wrong page.
accused of murder.
Accused of murder.
You start fiddling around with it, trying to lock it up. It would be helpful to you if. Oh no, Aquamarine has that. You're not
Yeah.
Aquamarine. You could burn some meta points, make yourself some Aquamarine, and then you can actually lock this. You're not going to be able to do it though, as Patricia.
I'm using 2.
She does not have that
Please?
skill set. Two meta points.
2 meta
Which
points.
means you will slide 2 points on the slider.
And then I'll do my.
Move yourself in the direction of the
So now we have the
I'm
Fragen
doing
button.
sleight of hand.
that's
That's
fucking
Fragen button. That's Fragen
rolling.
button.
A sleight of hand.
Wasn't that the show in the 70s?
I beat by 2.
Das Fragen button.
Wait, what? Huh?
I rolled I moved 2 points, and then I did the
You've
sleight of
got him
hand.
locked in. Yeah. He's definitely you jammed the locks.
He's in there.
I need some help with the hashtag happy dad. Love to Swedes.
Oh, thank you,
Hells
sweets.
yeah.
We will all have some glug together. Glug.
Let's have some.
I've got glug at home.
glug.
You don't have mine though.
Well, my grandpa's recipe is like.
Oh, I bet your grandpa's recipe and my grandma's recipe are pretty much
it's
the
pretty
same
much
thing.
like how many liquors can we put in one
Oh
punch?
yeah. Yep. Christian
You
didn't
gotta read
believe
the
me. He
taste
had
of the
one cup and
lutefisk.
then he had to sit down.
Yeah, I think you made it when I had cup
Yeah.
ones too as well. It's so good.
Okay, so Sandy is locked
Somebody
in the
say
tower,
Luna.
but he doesn't notice this.
When
He
I
is
say
so
Luna, you say Fisk. Luna,
Fisk,
Luna,
Fisk.
God, that's such
So
a
he
no.
is
So he can lie.
Lutefisk easier than pickled herring, I think. Anyway,
pickled shark. Icelandic.
Oh, the Icelandic thing.
That's terrible.
We are so off topic, Chad. I'm sorry.
But are we? Are we really?
Why you love us?
A lot of regional dishes were developed originally to provide sustenance during the long winter months.
It's true.
Yes, give me the entire head of a boiled sheep.
The Dark Knight.
Anyway, so Sandy is so distracted by his work, he doesn't even notice that you've locked him in there. But he will discover that when he tries to leave.
Right.
So he's just
useless currency.
He's just going to continue to fiddle around with the teller locations. And the rest of you, did you want to drop any meta points while you have a chance here, or?
I'm enjoying this character. I don't think so.
Yeah,
well, you still have a little bit of access
For
to
now,
Nick.
we don't have an emergency brewing. We need to explore.
Well, yeah, let's go. We can go back to.
We have our own boat now.
We
have a boat.
Go to the Bridgie.
That's actually awesome. The Princess Victoria.
Yep.
Oh well, let's go to the bridge and see. I mean, I bet I can get on the radio and maybe get in contact with emergency services, or at least assess where we are.
If you want to play along at home, Chad, if you Google cruise ship RPG map, you might find the map that I'm using tonight.
Hey, why did they get the map? We have no idea what we're doing.
Because your characters don't know where
So they can start putting hack attacks in specific rooms so that when we go into them, you know.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
That is
like they started hack attacking things in specific rooms.
Oh my god, we're in an actual dungeon.
Like a monster in a box?
Yes.
This boat is a dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Chat, you know what?
This might have been deliberate.
Hey, chat, you've just been challenged. That's what just happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you better accept it.
So did we lock Sandy in a room?
Oh,
Yeah, you locked him in the cashier space.
But can we talk to him?
Yeah, but he's totally focused on the tellers. But he can talk to you while he's trying to work on the the register.
Sandy!
Yeah, what's up?
So are you sure you're the only one? Is there anybody else on this boat besides us?
Don't know, don't care.
How do we find out? Are there cameras?
Well, if you want to go wander around, you might get lucky. You run into some aliens and they'll vibrate you to death like they did everybody else.
Whoa, aliens boarded the ship?
Yeah, alien invasion. Haven't you heard?
But why didn't you leave?
They wanted to steal the quarters.
All the money in the casino, no one paying attention. I'm moving up in the world, man.
What did the aliens do? You said vibrated them to death? Did they make that
they had some weird blaster thing. It was disgusting.
Oh.
Did it have any effect on the ship?
They didn't seem to be targeting the ship. They seemed to be targeting people. I don't know.
Where's the bathroom?
Over there. He points towards where the signs are.
Is there security?
Hi, Carl.
Or was there security?
On the ship?
Well, yeah, it's a casino.
You've been on the ship for 2 weeks like everyone else and you haven't noticed? Yeah, there's security.
Sandy.
So, but I mean like the security room where the security people...
How do you open this thing?
Sandy, we have not been on this ship for 2 weeks.
He's now pounding on the register trying to figure out how to open it.
We too have been on this ship for 2 weeks. I have been performing for all of you for 2 weeks. Now I say we leave this wimpy little man, pathetic piece of trash, and we go and discover it for ourselves and asking questions.
I just want to know if there are any weapons that we can get.
Well, I'm sure there are weapons.
They're gonna find them.
Well, I said if there's security, maybe they have weapons at the security room.
So why don't you use your eyeballs, little man, and read the signs as we look around the ship for security.
Sandy, is there a map in there of the ship we could have?
Maps all around the deck. Surprised you haven't noticed them yet.
Oh.
This is not as easy as it looks, guys. If you could either help me open these or just go away, that'd be great.
I'm gonna walk at the exit.
Okay, you've got a couple different routes you can take. There's a long hallway you can take, or you can head towards what seems to be some sort of rotunda.
Oh, I will go towards the rotunda.
Oh, and there's a stairwell you can go up too. That's opposite the rotunda.
No, I want to go into the rotunda.
Okay.
The name suggested it's round. I don't know what rotunda is.
Correct. So it is just kind of like an open-aired stairway, grand entrance-y kind of situation going on. And
it's like a good place to get into a fight.
You are currently not seeing anyone as you walk around.
Is there anything in the sky? I mean, they said aliens, so are there any ships near? Yeah, alien ships?
We're
or
not anywhere where you've got access to windows right now.
Oh, okay.
We can go topside somewhere.
Yeah, let's go topside.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. The very, very top of the rotunda, because it is a
I was thinking it maybe it was a...
You can see, like large glassy dome up there,
Yeah.
but you don't see anything on there. And it seems to be several stories above you. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 floors up.
There's a large glassy window at the top.
Yep, like a dome.
Is that like a grand staircase?
Yep, that's where you are.
Is it made of wood?
The dome?
The grand staircase.
Oh, the staircase is beautiful.
It's the transparent dome made of wood.
Yeah, well, it was the phrase. The English is hard. There was.
Beautiful.
I love you so much. Yeah, there is. It's beautifully inlaid wood for the stairways and such.
Does it like have a time period look to it? Is it?
It's definitely 80s. You can tell that in the casino as well.
Like carpet?
And the pastels that that Sandy is wearing. Or at least the pastel.
Are there any signs in the rotunda, like cafeteria, security, upper decks, lower decks?
Alien invasion.
Yeah, there are several signs like that.
There are signs in there.
As you step out into the rotunda, you see that there are shops on the sides. Mm-hmm. There are places that you could, clothing shops and things like that. They are also similarly empty.
Do any of them have food?
No, you do not see any. You do not see any signs of sustenance.
So any sign that says guns.
You do not see any guns for sale.
Just a duty-free gun shop on a cruise ship.
If you do look, okay, so you did not. You were actually the only character right now who does not have a pistol.
Why are they looking for guns?
You can have mine.
But the three of you all had a pistol at your hip or in your belt or anything.
Well,
I give him my pistol.
There's a question: is there an armory on board?
Well, we
or some
assume
sort of security station?
We assume there. He was asking about it, but Sylvester thought maybe looking around with his tiny little eyeballs would be a better idea than asking the wimpy man the questions.
I just want to find some because we've been told that there are aliens on the ship. So I'd like to be armed.
And you're at kind of a midpoint of the rotunda. There's about 5 floors up and about 3 floors down.
We were told there's aliens on the ship.
This is a
I thought they were
huge
just
ship.
shooting.
Yeah, that's a really big ship.
I think he said they boarded the ship.
Yes, that is what Sandy said.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing here in this room, so let's keep going.
Can you keep your voice down, Sylvester?
I have one volume.
It echoes here, and we are being tracked by aliens.
Speaking of tracked, let's try to avoid any kind of cameras. There's sure to be lots and lots of cameras around. Try to be kind of stealthy.
Very few cameras.
It's the 80s.
In a casino ship, there's a few cameras.
Very few cameras. It's the 80s.
In that casino room, maybe, but once you leave
There were
that
some
room,
in there, but
Maybe we can find the security room and look at the all the other.
I mean, CCTV exists,
Yeah.
but it's big and clunky.
80s, huh? Where's the cocaine room?
that's the room I want to find, son.
That's on the Lido deck.
Saw all the rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Let's
do you guys
go.
want to do?
Get that cocaine.
Oh.
Sylvester, focus.
That's so weird with your hair out like that in your eyes. Let's get some cocaine.
But there are some cameras, you said?
Brother.
There were a few. There were a couple in the.
Yeah.
So there's a security room somewhere that has the monitors.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, if you found the cocaine room, then it would make all of what we do really focused for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
We're being super stealthy now, acting like coked up 80s wrestlers.
So if let's find the security room with the monitors, we can look at and see if there's aliens somewhere, and maybe there's guns in there.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
it's
there's
guns.
nothing here, so I'm going to
So
leave the
wanna
room.
find-
What are the options to leave the room?
Well,
Like I said, you could head out towards the rotunda, which is
We're
where
in the
you went.
rotunda.
Yeah, so you can go back through the casino if you wanted. I mean, you do have a crew member nearby who
That's
you
true.
can get him away from the cashier. You know,
Get Sandy.
he knows this ship. I'm just saying, just to throw it out there for
I
you.
could wrap him up in the herring net and make him go in front of us,
Or I could stuff the dollar bills down his throat.
Maybe he'll be willing to come with
so
us.
he couldn't tell us where to go.
I mean, he has a task right now, not to just totally put it on a plate, but if he accomplishes his task, he'll probably be more helpful.
fine.
Okay, let's go get Sandy.
All right.
Fine.
We'll go back in and help him steal the money. Is he still locked? Is he still
Oh, he's
locked?
absolutely still locked in there. He hasn't even noticed. He's gotten one of the registers open and he's been stuffing bills into a bag.
So we go back.
So he's done.
Sandy.
He's accomplished his task.
Sandy.
So there's 2 other registers he wants to crack open.
Oh, for
He can wait. Are we there? We go back.
I mean, do we
Yeah,
want to
you walk
open the
in, you
door
see
and walk
this.
in, or do we want to talk to him through the door?
We're talking through the door for a second.
Sure.
Sandy.
Yeah, you here to help or get out of my way? Ideally, the latter.
Well, okay. If aliens are here.
Yep.
Do you think that the dollars are going to be something that you're going to be using?
I have no idea, but better to be prepared.
Okay.
Look, sure, man. Will you coerce him into helping us out? We don't have time for this.
here's a chair.
If I'm going to use this chair, I'm going to need this door open. Get to it, little lady.
All right. Sylvester's going to talk to you now.
Okay.
Open the door. Can I reopen the door? Here's my little.
You jammed it pretty hard.
Do I need to use
You're gonna need someone to break it open now.
Okay. Same roll?
Yeah, you need a body check
or
now.
someone. What?
You need a body check to break it open.
Okay, we can all do that, right?
Yeah, anyone who's paying attention could do it.
Or anybody who's
I'm gonna let the little lady go
strong
first,
and powerful.
and then I'll bust it if I have to.
I did not beat that.
Okay, so you try, and the door is pretty solid.
I'll you know, run into it, beat it, slam it.
Smack it up.
Get it?
That's a 5.
Pop it.
So you succeed?
Lick it.
By 2. It's my body.
You shoulder into the door, and you pop it a little bit on the hinges, and it opens out. But you're able
Now,
to-
question: when I pop it and it opens? Has he noticed the door's open?
He has never noticed the door was shut.
Excellent. Then what I would like to do is take a moment to remove the hinges.
Yep.
So that when I scream and remove the door, it looks like I've ripped the door off.
Sounds good. I like it. He does not notice this at all.
I feel like so. And then I'll throw. So I assume the screaming, he'll turn and then just see
Is that
me.
what you're gonna do?
Oh yeah.
I want to see it once more, please. What the? What did
Take
you?
that, Sandy.
This register's yours. You can have the third register.
I'm not interested in no money, Sandy.
Yeah, Sheriff's door's off.
No, we don't want it. Look at your arms, Sandy.
Okay.
You're gonna come with me and you're gonna help us navigate the ship. We got some questions for you.
Or he'll
gonna
break you
answer 'em.
because he breaks stuff like doors.
Can't I just finish?
If you don't do it, it's curtains.
Curtains.
That's his sign off.
You don't want the lights to go out on your one-man show.
Give me an intimidation check.
I will. Oh, thank God I have that. I beat it by 2.
I failed on my soul check, so yeah, he is very, very intimidated by you.
You attacked his soul.
And
He's like,
he does. Sandy, he's grumbling about it still, but he takes his bag and he throws it over his back, and he comes after you. He not comes after you because he did his butt kicked, but he dutifully listens to what you want.
Excellent.
He'll have to content himself with his hundreds of thousands of stolen dollars.
Nice.
Right? These sissies want to ask you some questions.
Okay, fine.
That's Captain Sissy to you.
is that what you want me to call you now?
No.
Okay.
Why would you ask me that?
I'm hungry.
Sandy.
Can we go grab something to eat first?
Where's the? Yeah,
I am also hungry.
we would like to eat. We would also like to know where the security room is, so we
Don't.
can.
How? 2 weeks. How did you? Fine.
Can you just get over that?
Yeah,
Just
sure,
get over
whatever.
that.
Follow me. And he takes you around a long corner.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a cafe on the way as you were walking down the hallway. And he hops over the countertop and starts fumbling around in the back where the fridge is and some other stores and stuff. He starts putting himself together a really nice sandwich.
You better make 2.
3?
Yeah,
3.
I'm on it. 3, 4, 5.
5.
I'll make 5. We all could be hungry. I'll make food. Food sounds good right now.
Is that what you do to de-stress, Sandy?
Well, I haven't actually had someone his size threaten me before, so this is kind of new.
So you're learning. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like gross. I assume Sylvester has like the gross veins.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
The gross veins.
Yeah. In my head, he's a mixture of Jinder Mahal and John Cena.
Yeah, he's got like 80s roid. Like he's gonna need medical attention early in life.
Policies kicked in.
Finally done with unpaid work.
Exactly.
On to my unpaid work. #motherhood. I love you guys and sad I couldn't be with you on our
Hey, Sarah.
So here's for the #hackatattack.
Thank you,
thanks,
Sarah.
We love you.
We're fond of you.
So he puts out this spread of sandwiches as we're talking. What questions do you have for him?
I'm just gonna eat.
All right.
Okay.
So if you don't want my client Sylvester to get angry,
What do you want to know?
Yes.
He seems like he's.
what we need to know is security, guns, and cameras, or else my client,
Oh my God.
Sylvester, the showman, will break you in half.
The show? Are you some kind of wrestler?
You bet your little ass I.
Sylvester, the showman.
I've been watching wrestling. I watch it a lot. I mean, are you?
I will choke slam him if if that's what he says to me. I will choke slam him.
Okay.
We'll get a table and put it close to you. A folding table that's been
That's
pre-set.
good. Because if I set it up, I'm going through it. So you guys have to set it up.
My client will take you to Suplex Town. Because
Population,
Probably
you.
My name is John Stone.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say that, but I'm not John Stone.
Give me the roll.
Is this like wrestling humor?
It is. I got a 5.
Nice, you do. You randomly, in the midst of him trying to prepare food for you, you pick him up by the throat over the table, bring him back over the counter, bring him over the counter, and slam him. Running yourself through as well.
Get it, Sylvester.
Sandy sucks! Sandy
And
sucks!
because you were well aware of the
back
right
to
way to do this, you actually managed to only slightly hurt him.
Right. I just want to scare the shit out of him so he doesn't insult me again.
It was
I really do like the sandwich, though. It's a good sandwich.
Yeah, well,
Please give Sandy 5 hit points of damage on your sheet.
Okay.
Sandy has 5 points
Oh,
of
he's
damage.
one of us.
Are you
That's
okay,
excellent.
Sandy?
Shit.
He is
Now.
he is number 5 on your
Oh
sheet.
shit. Oh, Sandy. Oh shit.
Sandy Lakes.
Now, do you want to comply, or will my client, Sylvester the Showman, have to get more physical with you?
Look, I apologize if I offended you. I was making sandwiches. What the hell do you want to know?
Answer his question.
Ask a question.
All right. I would like to know if there are any weapons on board.
A couple, not many.
That's enough. Where?
Probably in security.
Where is it? Where's security, Sandy?
That's a great question. We were going to say that security is... It's up. It's on the 9th deck.
9th.
9th deck? This ship is huge.
All right. Is there also
Actually,
anywhere...
8th deck. It's on the 8th deck.
8th deck.
Yep, I've got my
Oh, you
location.
don't know 8th, 9th? I thought you were here for 2 weeks like us.
John, that's so mean. It's okay.
And it's Linda Hersley.
Linda.
I just
I thought
put on
that
my
was
man
pretty
voice.
funny.
Okay, so also, radios. Anywhere we can monitor news so we know what's going on with the invasion.
Probably in security.
Okay, fine. Deck 8, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Can I finish making a sandwich? I'm really hungry.
Me too.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I really want to eat that sandwich.
All
Okay,
right.
so he starts putting together a sandwich for you.
Are there any chips here?
Slammed him through a table.
He points over at the display
Oh,
of
look, he
chips
does-
that's running
Sandy
on the
does have
front of the
Cooking.
thing.
He's probably a good cook here.
Yeah.
Sandy's a little scandalous. She just seems that way to me.
He's just making a sandwich. What do you guys
I
do?
know. I'm waiting for my sandwich.
I mean, like, there's
Okay,
merit
he
in
finishes them. He
security.
puts one out for each one of you.
I feel like it's like in the movie, it would be the awkward scene where that music is
quiet.
playing.
We're all just looking
We're all
at each
just
other.
like,
She made 4 sandwiches after being chokeslammed through a table.
5 sandwiches.
5 sandwiches.
yeah.
You won't learn this in character, but this is not the first time he's been chokeslammed through a table.
Oh.
He has that effect on people. So yeah, he hands out food to
Yes.
each and every one of you,
Thank you.
and then he just starts eating.
Thank you.
So, you got any loved ones out there, Sandy? Don't care? Just like a sociopath?
What are you getting at?
Nothing, I'm just making small talk.
So maybe we can find this security place up on 8.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, lead the way.
That's where the aliens are.
Yeah, and we don't want to get shot.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I'm the captain.
You're not the captain. The
I also have this harpoon.
Good to see you, Captain.
Captain Carl. Oh,
Captain Carl, that sounds good.
Found the chips.
got some snacks there, huh, John? Linda?
I think my client would like these.
Yes.
He. Oops.
I want to see him menacingly eat that sandwich.
I know, right?
Sandy, this is you.
Yeah, he starts leading you guys.
That's way better.
Up. You have several options you can take.
Okay.
There are elevators. There are multiple stairways. There's actually multiple sets of elevators we can take. His instinct is he's just going to walk over to the elevator and start to use it.
Okay.
So he walks over to the elevator near the rotunda
Wait.
and presses the call button and
No.
starts waiting. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. We're at the other end of the ship. He goes and goes to the captain's hall. That's where he is, and he goes and presses the elevator call button there.
Is he standing in front of the elevator?
Darn.
Yeah.
Okay, I step us out of the line of fire.
Yeah, now they're gonna know we're just someone.
Wait,
Oh,
we're gonna
right.
And
attack
after
now?
a while, it goes, ding.
Sandy, why did you do that?
Ding.
Knowing the aliens were up there.
Who wants to walk that far? And the doors slide open, and he walks on to the elevator. You going up?
Yeah, now we step up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we got Sylvester,
So you guys get in?
Captain Carl.
Yeah. Sylvester can drop kick the aliens.
Elevator
Yeah.
sound effect. Did you hear that? This
Yeah.
guy is good.
He presses 8, and you
He's
guys
good.
start going up.
Unless
the
we get the
elevator.
dirty dozen dropped on us and then we're screwed.
And actually, the elevator stops on floor 7.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
And the doors open.
Uh-huh.
And standing in front of you is an older-looking man. Seems to be in his 70s or so, and it seems to be incredibly nearsighted. He's squinting a lot. Oh, you, young man! I believe you are with the crew. Is that true? And Sandy kind of looks around and says, "No, sorry. I'm just a regular passenger.
Don't lie,
Can't help.
Sandy.
Shh. Ma'am. Yes, I see you. Thank you for your assistance. Young man, there seems to be some trouble with the hot water in my stateroom. If you could please assist me with that, I would be most appreciative. And Sandy kind of looks at you guys and says, what do you want me to do?
You get paid a lot for this. Go help him.
Yeah.
Okay, you can now unlock number 10 on your sheet.
Jerry Reed.
Yep.
Dang it, we should have killed him so we wouldn't have to be him.
So you just sent Sandy off with Jerry?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay, sure.
Bye, Sandy.
So you get up to the 8th floor then, and there's a little wait.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
How's my hair, guys? Is it okay?
And it stops and it slides open.
Long
I
and
pooped it a
short.
little bit.
Thank you.
And it opens up and you guys step out. And
Okay.
there's no one, you see no one in this hallway. There is a sign on the door or on a wall that says bridge. It points that way.
Ooh, she got a.
Well, we're looking for the security station.
And then there's other things that point towards staterooms and stuff like that. You know, which staterooms are this direction, which staterooms are this direction.
Just staterooms in the bridge.
Yep, this floor has staterooms and the bridge.
We're on floor 10.
9.
Floor 8.
Floor 8.
That's where you said that stuff was, right?
Nine.
You said 9 was.
We need to go.
I mistakenly
No.
said 9, and then I looked at the map better.
It's 8.
Got it.
It's on 8, yeah.
Hashtag Habitat water makes everything interesting.
Thank you, chat.
Oh.
It does.
Oh, this is one of those
Jeez.
water ships?
Yes. that makes it.
Goes to,
That
Yeah,
makes
so you
it.
start walking towards.
That makes it an aquamarine.
Nice.
That was
So
good.
yeah, so you start walking
Meta.
towards the bridge.
Wait. Because, okay, I get it.
Because it's
Aqua.
she's-
Marine water.
Marine. You both mean water.
Ship.
Okay.
Involved. Shippery.
They call her.
Okay.
Ship etiquette.
And
Yes.
is that what you're gonna do? Is just gonna start walking towards the bridge?
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's-
Security must be over
Long-
there.
I mean, even if it's not, Bridge has to have a great
Hey,
map.
look at these rails. Interesting. Let's go that way.
You're the one who said you wanted to go to the bridge. It's the security. I mean,
Oh, to the bridge then.
yeah, security's in the bridge.
Oh,
Great.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't have it on the map, so I'm just putting it there so I know where it is.
That makes sense.
That does make sense.
So
Security.
going to the bridge.
Go there.
Look for.
So yes, you walk down the hallways and such, and as you were going down, are you being sneaky? Are you just walking?
Oh, a little sneaky, right?
I do nothing sneaky.
That's fair.
I inherently am a little sneaky, but
So
Just knee-jerk
So
reaction.
as you pass by,
In fact, as I'm going down, I am humming my intro music.
sounds good. I like that. You're about halfway down the walkway when a door cracks open slightly on the side, and this voice goes,
Well, he's dead.
"Hey, are you
in the Enterprise? What was that?
are you guys normal?"
you normal?
What do you mean, am I normal? And I'll shove the door open.
I'm normal if you're normal. You shut the door.
I shove it open.
Oh, you shove it open?
Yeah, he's peeking through.
It's got one of those little like chain locks on the door.
When I shove it, can I roll to break it?
Totally.
Time to finish off that hashtag.
Thank you, chat.
Could possibly go wrong.
Thank you, chat.
Here we
I
go.
rolled a 3, so I beat it by 4.
Yeah, you do. You shove that thing open, knock it open, and the guy who was at the door when you did that stumbles back a bit.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
And
My reflexes can't be stopped.
and in this room, or actually, I'm sorry, the lady who
No, that's the nature of
there
reflexes. They can't actually. The reflex is something that happens
That's the point.
when it's stimulated by something else. So no, you can't.
Don't talk to me, nerd.
Actually, this is the 80s, so the reflex is a lonely child. You think
That's open.
Creeping towards hashtag hack attack.
Thank you, chat.
Creeping towards it.
And you can go ahead and consider number 2, and number 7, and number 8 to be unlocked.
Oh, Mia, Georgia,
Number 7.
and Carol.
And number 8. As the 3 of these ladies are hanging out in that room, kind of cowering together now because the showman has just burst into the room in a fit of showmanship.
Oh, good. We found the golden girls.
Wait. 40, 32, 55. Oh, yeah.
They go-
Well, I'll start doing a little dance.
That's
Hi,
your first
ladies.
reaction?
Well, they're scared of me.
That's true.
I'm gonna see them and kind of like, fabulous style.
Which is how exactly?
Are you eating baby food right now?
I like the applesauce.
It's good.
I like you.
It's gentle on his tum tum. Thing is, he doesn't get to have the applesauce until he's finished his peas.
Yeah, so I'll do the little like booty, the
Give
hip
me a
swivel.
seduction roll.
Oh, what if she doesn't have seduction? I would say it's part of. I would argue it's part of his performing arts.
You can always still roll body or something for your
It's okay.
as a
Those are the
seduction.
same.
Rest of us are
But
just watching.
no, if you want to do it as performing arts, you could. Whatever is better.
Oh, I missed it by 1. I'm gonna use the triple play.
Okay.
She wants to do so bad.
Shit! No, that was worse.
Use your Patreon bonus. Use
I could use.
Wow.
Okay, I could use my Patreon bonus. Is that on my original roll? Because triple play is 2 out of 3. So it's
Maybe
4
it's for
and 4.
something dangerous, maybe.
This is very
We
important.
don't
save
know
our
that they're not
lives.
shit aliens or controlled by brain slugs or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
That's true. I like that every time you described it, you just kind of are like,
I'm thinking of
Full scale.
I forget his name.
Remember
it's
how the
fabulous.
first thing they said was, "Are you
and
normal?"
he went into the Hall of Fame this
I
year.
know it is. All right,
But
fine.
you know what I'm talking about, right? Because he's
Now,
doing
for
the-
all you fat,
Yeah.
ugly, disgusting.
Like it's for the ladies, and he takes off his robe and he does this stupid dance.
The Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yes, Ravishing Rick Rude. Thank you.
Pretend I didn't know that.
No, it's the right vintage.
Yeah.
Yes,
Michael Bennett's been doing in the. Never mind. Anyway.
But I said that style of dance.
Yes. You nailed the roll then.
Yeah,
And so
because
they are
then it would be. I'd beat it. It would be a 2. So
They're
I'd beat it
very interested in this. They were scared.
Hey, sound guy.
They calmed down quickly.
Can you
Mark,
bring up that song, The Stripper?
his name's Mark.
Mark. I know his
I think
name's
at this
Mark.
point he just prefers to not pretend he doesn't.
Sound guy sounds better. You know that song, The Stripper?
I'm not sure if they have it.
Or, we don't have license to play that probably
exactly.
over
Yeah.
the internet.
But regardless,
I can do it.
Anyway, these ladies are into me.
well, they're very into you.
Yeah.
They are that into you.
I'm not gonna do the dance.
I was kind of hoping. But you impress them greatly, and they
Calm down.
calm down. Well, actually, they don't calm down, but that seems to calm them down somehow.
I'm tapped out. This is on you guys now.
Hey.
I'm just dancing.
Hi.
So, are you
Hi.
are you with him?
I'm the acting captain. of
We're
this
a
ship.
team.
Oh, thank God, Captain. We don't know what to do. We've been holed up in Carol's stateroom, trying to figure out what to do.
Uh-oh.
Hash Chico, Chris, you know they do sell applesauce in little cups, right? You can eat them with a spoon and everything.
Okay, so here's the thing. At home, we have those, but in the fridge here, they have these.
Plus, he can open those by himself because he's a big boy.
It's better because he has tiny hands. I can't open it with my hands.
Well played. Okay.
You're just pissed because the shoemaker left clothes for you and you had to take a new job.
So the ladies
he likes that
are very happy that the captain
Yeah,
is
the
there.
ladies are happy.
Hi. Carol? Which one's Carol?
She's the one who's eating the pureed peas in the side.
Take it easy there. That's
Ouch.
whole applesauce.
Carol, do you like your peas?
I really want to try that now, Chris.
What?
The applesauce.
I mean, that looks just
Honestly, once I realized they were in that fridge, I'm like, these are really good. I don't like how wasteful it is, but but I also didn't buy it. Anywho, I'll stop doing that. So what was your question to them?
I just said which one's Carol, and
Oh,
she's the
yeah.
one eating the peas. You said
Yeah.
so.
Carol.
As they dribble down slightly just to clean them back up.
There's one of the other friends dab it up. Sorry, we're just
No, I'm kidding about the peas. It's Carol and Georgia and Mia, and I mean, what would you like to ask them? What would you like to know? They they're scared. That's why they're there.
Do you want to come with us?
Are you getting off the boat? Are you getting away from the aliens?
Eventually, probably.
Oh.
I don't know if we should take them with us. It might be more of a burden.
If we have them going in front of us,
They can
we
help
might
us.
absorb the first shots that come our way.
Hey, ladies, do you have any skills that are useful in combat
Carol.
You're asking
engineering?
You got their sheets right in front of
Carol, look at Carol, man. Look at Carol.
Yeah, they all do. They've got some great stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, if this is a real scenario, I wouldn't know that by looking
That's right.
at them.
You wouldn't.
Carol, what are your friends' names?
Georgia and Mia.
Okay, Carol, Georgia, Mia. You want to come with us and possibly fight these aliens and figure out how to get off this boat safely?
Aren't you be awesome?
Or use it as our advantage, of course. The boat.
What? You want to fight the aliens? I thought the plan was to run away from them.
Now, well, that one didn't work. As acting captain, I'm drafting you into the security force.
Give me a bluff check. Or a. Let's see. What does he have? You can either use Nick or you can use Carl.
Stealth interrogation.
What is?
Neither have that skill.
Would it be a mind check then?
Give me a soul check for Nick.
Soul check for Nick.
Yeah.
Wow, this won't suck.
You can always use the meta points.
You can use some points, and you can also use a bonus.
I made it.
Well played. By how much?
I made it.
I did not make mine by any means because I rolled like I wanted to roll high. In fact, I almost critted in the wrong direction.
Oh shit.
So they are very inspired by what you have said.
I can't believe that worked. Here's your harpoon.
Whoa.
The three of them take this harpoon together.
I like it.
You're like your own phalanx.
Let's go. We have to come up with one name for all three of them with the harpoon.
The trident.
The trident. I like that. The tridentures.
The tridentures.
Come on, trident.
Yeah, together they have a strength.
Carol's only 32.
I know. I might just retcon all of their ages after this and turn them into the Golden Girls. I kind of want to.
I kind of want them to all be old ladies as well and have them be the tridentures.
Clearly none of them is Blanche because they would have been all over you.
But it makes sense that the old women would be on a cruise.
Line through number 7 and 8's ages. They're now both 70. It just happened. You age quickly in an alien invasion.
So George is the young whippersnapper at 55. All right.
Yeah, because if you do some sleuthing, you of all people there, Rosie, you might notice something about her background.
If I do some what?
Georgia?
Look at her name.
Sleuth.
Georgia Stone.
Georgia Stone.
Son's name. Should we say it out loud? Can we say it?
I'm so confused.
Michael.
She's figured it out.
Michael Stone.
Michael Stone. Oh.
Not necessarily.
I'm all him.
No, that's true.
Oh, but I see her. She likes Michael. Oh, you poor woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't get there in time to stop her from having sex.
So, the group of you is heading towards the bridge. Is
Michael's
this correct?
a douche.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And the tridentures too.
And the
Michael.
And yes. What?
I was just confirming that Michael was a douche because of his name and that it was the 80s.
Yeah. Stop.
So you guys, you're heading towards the bridge, and oh man, and so you get up there and you
it's great.
You start getting closer to it, and you can hear some sounds from inside.
What do they sound like? Is it dolphin noises?
So do you go to the door and look through the crack it open or anything?
That depends.
Well, the thing is, you don't need to look to hear sound.
True.
So I'd like to know what the sound is that we hear that you just said we heard.
Most of what you are hearing sounds like people speaking normally.
Like people speaking.
Oh, humans. Most of what?
Yep, and then every once in a while you hear a couple of chirps. The sound I can't make.
Chirps?
That sound.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, should we go in harpoons blazing?
Well, we've got...
I think so.
Well, we've got these ladies that you guys brought with us.
Well, I'm ready. I've got the deck of cards with me.
We should send them back.
You send the tridentures. Send the tridentures in first, followed by Sylvester, because they will be surprised.
I was about to suggest that Sylvester picks up the tridentures as a unit with their harpoon and throws them in.
He can't lift all three. Not well. Not like that.
Do you hear that, Sylvester? The GM thinks you're weak. Too weak to lift 3 old ladies.
If only we could drop a rule of cool right now and make this happen.
I'm going to use a couple meta points to transform to my ultimate form here and go full pilot.
Okay.
That's what the aliens sound like.
All the shells of the ship.
Now,
I'm being right in the middle here.
Now keep in mind, I do have the pistol that she gave me.
Yes, I'm aware.
I didn't want it.
I'm aware. So do you want to open the door to the bridge?
Should we just battleground?
Is our plan to bust open through the door, or are we gonna try to be sneaky and blend in? It's all of us. So you guys are all.
Asks the 7-foot-tall pro wrestler with elbow tassels.
Oh, he can do disguise.
As?
Look, he's surrounded.
My God, let's go back to the tridentures room. You can dress up as the 4th member.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Aquamarine has intense disguise. Maybe we could disguise together.
I also have disguise costume.
Oh
so
my God.
when I go back to the tridentures, I could be a little old lady with them.
Please do this.
That's what I would like to do.
I'm going to use those 2 meta points to just be all Aquamarine in case disguise is at play here.
Keep in mind, also, we heard them making noises. Mm-hmm. Remember, we shared consciousness with an alien.
Yes, we did.
So we know their language.
We do.
It's true, a couple of you do.
Look, ladies, John didn't want to bring you along, but I said do it. Because I knew that the time would come where we would have to let them kill one of you. Remember the tridentures and all their early bird glory. Hashtag meta point.
Thank you, Chet.
Thank you for the meta points. All right, because you were correct. Because I will use 1 meta point and move here.
Yeah.
Because so John and I can understand their language. Mm-hmm. So because we know that, maybe it's better rather than going in guns blazing, we go and attempt to that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
We go and attempting to, kind of feel out the situation and see what's happening.
So the chirps that you heard from the inside seems to be instructions to the crew to keep the ship on this current route.
Great, so let's go find out what the current route is. You know what I mean? Let's go
to whoever is running the ship, whoever is
Oh, I really want to disguise myself as one of them.
Yeah, but Sylvester definitely, being a famous wrestler, feels that he should disguise himself as a tridenture, as an old lady.
Because the aliens will definitely recognize him, and that'll be an issue.
That's how his brain works.
Okay, I'm just going to hand wave it and see that you've taken care of that.
Great.
Would you describe what you look like?
Well, no, we're hand waving it. I look like an old lady.
Oh my gosh.
Who's 7 foot tall?
7 foot tall.
Is there any way?
Here's the thing. Nick has been gone for a while.
Uh-huh.
So how well would he recognize Nick?
Well,
how well would who recognize what? What are you worried about being recognized by?
Well, we were
Help
trying to
me.
disguise her.
As the GM, seriously,
Okay.
help me work.
Look, I am not a very smart man.
I get that one. I get that.
You know what love is.
I'm trying to figure out the rest of it. I don't
keep thinking
understand
about
the plan.
disguising myself as an alien and being like, here are some humans I found, but I don't speak
Aliens
that language.
are in
3
disguise
feet
as
tall.
us.
I realize you guys didn't know this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aliens are 3 feet tall.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Have whenever they've been on land, have suits with giant bulbous helmets around with some sort of sloshing liquid inside,
Adorable.
presumably water at this point. They have these little rotating eye stalk things that seem to give them about 360-degree vision.
Okay.
And they look kind of like some sort of melted frog dolphin hybrid.
There's no way I could disguise myself.
No, you could not.
No, but
But you could seduce one though.
I mean, if you're okay with retconning this, Chris, when they came in, we told you that
All that information.
the
Absolutely.
sluggies, they've got the alien slug that comes out their nose.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So they can appear human and still be controlled by aliens.
Yes.
Because they've got the
There's
slug
basically 2
animorph
different types
style.
of alien threats. They're the ones that take over people, and they're the ones that are little
Yeah.
Okay.
green men.
So you could be just yourself and pretend.
I want to put
you.
my ear against the door and see if I can discern how many are in there.
You hear a lot of different voices. I mean, more than half a dozen.
Wow. Okay, so we're not gonna go in and try to fight them.
I mean, let's go in and let's see what the route is. See if we can figure out the plan, and then if worst comes to worst, we kill them. All it takes is stomping on that bug and they're done.
Well, we still have the old ladies in tow.
I bet those old ladies are really good at crushing bugs.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
They are stacked.
I bet.
My cousin Ethel, she loves to crush ants.
I bet she does,
See?
Georgia.
She does indeed.
I bet she does.
Yes.
That's the old lady voice.
All right, I have a gun. You have a net. She has a gun.
And a harpoon.
I've got my smarts.
Smarts. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I do.
Look, once the slug comes out, you just stomp it.
Well, I think I still think we're overpowered. I think we should try to find out something. And then if it turns into a fight, turn into a fight.
Exactly.
But we shouldn't be.
Let's go in there and see what's going on.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
pretend
go
we're
see.
aliens.
All right.
Let's go see what's going on. Get some slugs out. Stomp them.
So you
All right.
open the door.
Nick, you don't talk.
step
You don't know
inside,
the language.
and you see several crew members are just going about their duties. And off in the corner, not facing you, is a tiny little alien kicked up in a chair, in the captain's chair, but with like a booster seat situation going on. Kicked up, just looking out the front window.
Do we see land?
Does it look like a little dog?
All you see is water, and this is the first time you've seen sky until now. I mean, other than that one little glimpse through the rotunda.
Man, I'm talking player to player. Sylvester should not be. You know what? I got Rosie in me too. I'm gonna walk up to the navigation.
That's
I
Wanna
can't
lasso it?
read navigation, but I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm gonna see if I'm hoping that the readout says like destination.
You see a whole bunch of
Acapulco.
you
never
see a
when I'm
table-
drinking.
You see a table filled with nautical charts,
Excellent.
and I don't think you can read them.
Then knowing that, I'm gonna mumble
Yeah.
back to. Oh,
What is this?
What is this? This is
What are you doing?
He's pretending.
to be an old lady. Why?
Who is possessed by a brain slug?
It helps with the shuffling to do that.
Did Sylvester elicit any stares in his own
Everyone's
woman's
pretty
costume?
busy on what they're doing right now.
Everyone's busy.
Okay.
I would like to go to the captain. I mean Carl. And kind of like shove him towards the navigation.
Yeah, totally.
So
All
that
right.
maybe he
I'll
can
take a
read
look
where
at the
the
map.
end we're
I'll
going.
take a look at the charts.
Okay. You go over and you look around, and yeah, you can totally read those.
And they say?
You were somewhere in the Pacific, or excuse me, the Pacific, the Atlantic. And it looks like you are probably. Oh, I would be hesitant because I don't know that. You are several hundred miles off the coast of the states, moving northward.
Several hundred miles?
Moving north.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I am going to lean over.
You
Well,
see some
can you tell-
indications
do
that you
you
probably
tell-
began in the Caribbean. But it is clear from the maps you are seeing that is not where you are right now.
So we're headed
do you-
toward the Arctic.
Right. Do you tell me? Do you whisper that's where we're going at all to me? Like that we're headed north?
I'll just come back and whisper we're headed north. We're headed.
Okay.
Looks like we're headed toward the Arctic.
They said something about the ice caps and the Arctics and the taking them over and then the things. So that maybe that's why we're going there.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry.
We're so bad. Speak it. Oh
But I
God.
can speak the language, so whatever I said was legit. It wasn't a fake because we can both speak it. So we.
That's why I'm confirming.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
What a cool skill.
Yeah.
What did they just say?
They said.
Actually,
They said.
So you've all
did
left
you
the
catch
room
the
then,
game last
correct?
night?
No, we're still in the room. Oh.
Discussing this in the room.
you're discussing this in the
No,
room.
Well, that's what she told them.
No, we walked in, looked at the we walked in as a group.
Yeah.
He and I looked at navigation, and then the entire group left.
We were all walking like this
So
too.
the two of you went in alone, is what I thought.
Okay, well, here's the question. So, of the other
okay.
people who are, so there's one alien, and there's 6 other human crew.
There are a dozen humans in this room.
But they could be possessed by alien slug.
We need to get the slugs out of their
Well,
noses.
do the slugs give them any powers or anything?
They were super hard to hit. They almost took no damage. I mean, Jenica shot one of them in the chest, direct shot, and it went in, and the guy kept moving. Right, like he wasn't injured at all.
I'm wrong. There are 6. I'm looking at my notes. There are 6 crewmen in the bridge, and 1 alien.
Because I think maybe we ambush the alien,
Yeah.
break his headpiece, and then we can take out the crew.
Well, but
Go for it.
They don't know that.
I'm sick of talking. Go for it.
Yeah, I've got all this just delicious acrobatic like sneak
I love
shit
it. Let's do it.
stuff. Can I?
Then I vote we all walked in the room and as everyone stood there while the 2 of us went to navigation, and then we all shuffled back and had a little powwow, like a huddle.
I'd like to use my acrobatics / yoga / burglary / cat. To
You have a cat?
well,
It's cat burglary.
I proposed to my team that I'd love to use the skills maybe to assist in breaking some sort of headpiece.
All right.
So you're just going to charge the alien?
No, we're going to throw a harpoon at him.
Oh no,
we're
she's
gonna-
gonna
You gave it to the
acrobat.
I have 2 harpoons.
Oh, gotcha.
I want to be stealthy about it.
So walk in and then hurl the heart. Yeah, well.
Oh.
Are we attempting surprise?
Put him.
Chat,
Yeah, I mean-
are we attempting surprise?
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Rule of cool. Okay.
Let's get Putin. That's your battle cry.
God, why do I always roll low on initiative?
I'm a harpy for
Seriously.
Putin.
I rolled a 20.
Nice.
You want to roll?
The 2d12, and then add your ACV.
16.
17.
Okay.
18.
18
18.
for John, 17 for Rosie,
Yep.
and I missed yours, Nick. I'm sorry.
17.
17 for Nick. Cool. So as I understand this correctly, if I understand this correctly, you guys are about to go and try and take out the alien, correct?
Yes.
And who's doing it?
I was hurling a
You were hurl a
harpoon.
harpoon. You were going to charge up as well to go give him some.
Well, I would want to do the stealthy route.
So
he'll be
you can stealthy.
distracted.
Well, you can stealthy while he charges, or when he does. This is fun.
Work together.
Yeah, he'll distract him with the
That's
harpoon,
great
and
because
then
you've got the first move,
you know.
Aquamarine, so you actually can move in there. But first, the first thing I need you to do is each take a D12
Oh God.
if you have one.
If you roll up and start
12-sided
licking
die.
yourself,
Hey,
that'll
John,
distract him.
John, I need you to roll a 12-sided die.
Let's hope we all wind up in the
Oh God, Dirty
adventures.
Dozen, here we go. These are my favorite. I want us to do more Dirty Dozens.
It sounds like a
I'm afraid.
prohibited.
What'd you get?
I got 6, who I don't think has been unlocked.
Yes, I'm still myself. 4, Carl.
Still Carl? Great. That's going to be helpful for the team.
Oh crap.
So
You're
if I
still
roll a
Carl?
number that's not unlocked, do I have to re-roll?
Nope, keep that number.
Okay.
Who did you just get, John? Number 3?
Just 3.
I also rolled a 6.
Perfect.
Oh, Sylvester.
You're Sylvester.
Great. Boy.
Okay, so John, you are in Sylvester. That's nice.
I also rolled a 6.
Okay, you are also in Carl.
That means we're sharing Jose.
And
We're
what
gonna
did you roll?
We
share
both got
Jose.
6s. So as per previous
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, so Rosie and Aquamarine are both sharing Jose.
Jose.
That sounds great.
That sounds like a euphemism. How are the girls? They're showing.
So you two find yourself.
Is that like eating Raoul?
So there is a glitch momentarily, and you find yourself leaping from one avatar to another. Rosie and Aquamarine, you find yourself quickly inhabiting Jose Delgado, who is down in the engine room.
Rosie?
Currently watching.
Hashtag Dirtitos and
Yes!
Thank you, chat.
Thank you.
Who is currently
love
hanging
them.
out in the engine room, hiding
Yeah,
behind
that's great.
something, and through his eyes, you are able to see an alien wandering around the decks of the engine room, and about a dozen crewmen going around and dealing with different odds and ends in the engine room.
Jose's just
dirty?
watching.
He's just watching what's going on right now.
So Jose's supposed to
I'm
talk
gonna use
out
2
loud.
meta points.
Okay.
Rosie,
Yes.
should we travel upward?
Well,
Back to the team?
I guess, yeah, we should, because they're going to need us, because otherwise, when we just jumped out of those people's bodies, and they're not going to know what to do.
Do we control this body to, like, if I move the leg, do you move the other leg?
No, like, it kind of took turn, like, we would technically roll dice, and one of us wasn't charged.
The way I'm going to handle it right now is that you will just be alternating as you move, because you're both the way you rolled. You had a better initiative, so we'll just do that.
So wherever you want to do is what we're doing.
So the two of you decided you're going to try and leave the engine room and start heading up.
Yeah, stealthily.
Great. That actually isn't that hard. You see an exit area, and you back away from what you've observed of this alien and the 12 crew members taking care of things, and you do eventually head out to an area where you find options with emergency stairs and also an elevator. To your call, what you want to do one way or the other.
Stairs.
That
Man,
goes
is there
to
any way to,
John.
like, booby trap it before we go?
Like as we go
John,
up.
you are currently in the
there's
showman,
aliens
Sylvester,
in there?
correct?
Yes.
So what are you going to do?
So is Nick still on the bridge with me?
You look over and you noticed when you leapt from who you were into the showman, you do recognize that Nick is still with you as Carl.
That's why you stated who you were.
I rolled.
Okay.
Well.
So if you're still gonna poon him,
It's poonin' time.
I'll be there to back you up in case this goes badly.
There's a very good chance of that.
I realize that. But I am SWAT and I am the showman, so we're gonna be able to knock somebody out.
And
Man,
meanwhile,
you're also disguised as a golden girl.
Yeah, you're disguised as a little.
meanwhile, Linda and
You're in a dress.
Patricia, who were on the bridge with you, and are no longer being controlled by a pilot, they both started hyperventilating because
Yeah.
it is just them,
Oh, our cover is
and
blown.
they see the alien, and so they have just made some serious noise,
Yeah, our cover's blown.
which then takes us to Nick.
That's all right.
The alien looks over.
Harpoon to the face or to the bowl.
Give me that roll.
All right, here we go. Who's throwing? Let's see. I'll use my plus 10 to
Nice.
get it to a 3.
To get it down to a 3.
Down to a 3. And then I'll yell, Poon!
Nice throw with that harpoon.
P-W-N-E.
That's good.
Yeah.
H-A-R-P-W.
Oh, I thought you meant it like you're a Bucks Pellet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
actually,
you pwned, but
based on my roll here too,
Changed.
you did. You flung that harpoon perfectly. It smacked directly into the glass-like shell that is around the alien's head, and it immediately water just starts spouting out from it, and as that happens, the alien starts clutching its towards its neck, and like this little gill thingies start kind of flippering a bit, and it starts making frantically scared dolphin sounds that I can't make. Falls over backwards out of its chair onto the ground.
alien.
Alien.
And as it does that, you do notice that it still has one of its little blastery things went flying out of its hand as it flipped over, and that lands next to it on the ground.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Nice.
And then that went through all 4 of you, right? Because you guys are moving your ways up. It's going to take a couple rounds to get up the top.
Yeah, before we'd like to booby trap the room before we move up, though.
Yeah, on our way out.
With what?
I didn't do anything yet.
What's the?
You said we're in an engineering room.
Yes.
there's got to be. I mean, if there's an engineering room, I assume Jose knows Is there a dangerous chemical? Is there a flip that can be switched to?
Jose knows
he knows the area pretty
Give me a moment, because I didn't do anything yet.
I know, I'm aware.
Okay.
I got to take care of their action because they technically went before you, so we're all...
Is there any, like a switch that can be flipped to make an explosion, make some, you know what I mean? Like, is there any kind of booby trapping or thing that we can make?
You're trying to, like, you want to disable the engines or something? Is that what you want to do?
I don't know if we want to disable the engines, because then we're stuck.
We want to use the engine.
But like, then if they can't get to the ice cap.
Well, we have...
That's true.
Jose has electronics and mechanics. Perhaps Jose could rig something that could just make it harder for them to get up to us.
And sabotage will bring aliens down there.
You can understand the language as well, correct, Rosie?
Yeah.
There's a little signal that pops over, and the alien that was in the room holds up a little communicating device, and some words come out of it, and then and you hear out of the thing, the chirp chirp chirp, the chirp chirp back, and it's a conversation about diverting some more power to the breeding pods.
Great. We'd like to turn off. We'd like to stop that power going.
And then he yells out to all of the crew and does this through his little translator thing to divert more power to deck 9.
Great. So does each deck have its own power?
There are computer terminals you can use to...
Great. And then maybe we should
stop that from happening.
Shuffle over and destroy deck 9 stuff.
With our knowledge of mechanics and electronics, we can stop diversion of the power to the pods.
So you're basically going to start trying to act like you belong there. Is that correct?
Yeah. In my head, this is like the Jurassic Park scene, right? Where the little girl is like, oh, I know this system.
Yeah.
Click, click, click,
So you start walking your way over towards the computers.
Yeah.
Such. John, what would you like to do? The alien has just dropped, and he dropped his blaster fun stick gun thingamajigger as well.
Now, did all the crew, did they know he was an alien? Of course, he was the alien who was
he looks like an alien.
Okay, right.
So
all right, so I run and grab the blaster.
Okay.
And I point it. I just start pointing it around menacingly at everybody. And says, hey, how y'all doing?
Cool. I like it. Everybody roll a d12.
Oh. Yes! It's going to keep us on our toes. I love it.
I'm still Carl.
Yeah,
here.
you bet.
I rolled a 1. Back to Patricia.
Patricia, so you're back on the bridge now.
Back on the bridge.
Back in Linda Hursley.
Give me a second.
Yes, you heard me.
I heard you right.
So Linda Hursley, you're back. Really?
Yes.
Roll a 9.
Daddy doesn't again.
So you were back on the bridge as well.
Chad is so happy that you are still Carl.
Goddamn right you are.
It's almost like you did that.
Yes, you betcha. Bitches.
And what number did you get, Rosie?
I got 12. Chaz Monroe, the lounge singer.
Oh, sweet, you're Chaz?
Oh my God.
I'm
so happy
you
that
can
you're
see
Chaz.
that's a 12.
Chaz.
Natural.
The lounge singer?
Yes.
We have a bard.
You do. You've got Chaz.
Oh my God.
You will later learn about Chaz. Chaz and his record, Chaz in Charge. So.
Chaz in Charge.
Yep.
That's why I gotta write that down so I can remember.
And you actually find yourself
surrounded by ladies,
fairly familiar, actually.
Drinking alone in a bar.
You realize that you were.
Hey, ladies, is that a triple gripped harpoon, or are you just glad to see me?
You are sitting behind a counter in the Point After Dance Club, which you recognize as a place you actually walked by on your way to the elevators before going up to the 8th floor. It was on the same deck and very close to the casino.
Okay.
And Chaz is actually on the ground behind the bar with several empty bottles around him.
Oh, Chaz.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Just for the sake of having fun, I'm using the 2 meta points.
Okay.
Yeah, get all Chaz.
Big Molotov cocktail.
Oh, yeah.
Chaz and
So I still got Rose, but yeah, so there's bottles around me, right?
Cool. Yes,
great.
there are.
Okay, I'll wait till it's my turn.
So we're back to the top now. Aquamarine, what are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm Patricia on the bridge.
Yes.
I can't help but scream out, because I'm a fully aquamarine.
Yes.
To my teammates or whoever, there's pods! There's pods! There's babies!
Oh,
Stop
because
the power!
you just learned that information.
Stop the power! They're trying to divert power to the pods that grow more. We have to stop them! Captain Carl! Captain Carl!
Are we entirely sure that the breeding pods were added after the aliens came on board?
I mean, it's possible there were breeding pods on this cruise ship beforehand. It's unlikely.
Okay.
Because, you know,
just wanted to
breeding pods.
check that.
But it's a valid question.
Have you ever?
Well, breeding pod could have been a euphemism for. I mean, it's a boat.
It's actually the Honeymoon Suites nickname.
The breeding pod.
So.
Okay, no, that's is there?
So I scream that.
You scream that
As
information.
I'm shoved back into Patricia.
I like it.
Okay.
Then John, you would be up next.
Okay, so now I'm Linda. Where am I?
You are still on the bridge.
I'm on the bridge.
You are on the bridge. You just don't have the gun anymore.
All right. Cool. Well, I'm still John Stone. So, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna. The wrestler is. Oh, now the wrestler has a gun.
Yeah. And no one's in him.
Oh.
He's gonna have a lot of questions. What am I wearing?
That's so
Funny.
I go over to him. He's disoriented. I assume he's disoriented. He's like, what the? And so I talk to him. I say, hey, dude, give me the gun. Trust me. Give me the gun.
So the tiny lady is walking up to the giant wrestler.
Give me an intimidation check.
I love it.
No, I'm not trying to intimidate him. I'm trying to
I know. You still have to convince him.
Okay.
He's got a funny blaster in his hand. He's pretty excited about it.
But we've all been together through this. We know each other. We're like,
but still, like, he's armed.
all right,
now.
fine, all right.
So I need you to either roll on your own intimidation for John, or you're all pilot. You have to roll on John right now.
Yes.
So you can do intimidation. You could do your best bet's going to be intimidation right
yes.
now.
Okay.
So your target is an 11. You're rolling 2d8.
Right. All right. Oh wait, these are. What the? Oh. Wait, I screwed up. I'm sorry. I have the wrong. Can we get? Pardon me.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Okay, 7.
Then you will make it. And he will make a check. Oh. I'm going to use my Patreon bonus.
Oh.
So he does not feel like handing you this gun. He wants to hold on to this blaster.
Well played, Odie. Well played.
All right.
And he's just whipping it back and forth at everybody right now. Like, hey, stand back.
Yeah.
Don't make me use this.
Sylvester, calm
The
down.
show must go on.
Calm down.
I don't know anything else to say.
All right. So, and you're still there. I'm still there. Okay.
Still there.
Okay. So I just talked to Sylvester. All right, cool. Sylvester, you can have the gun. Just don't use it. Just chill. Follow me on this, would you, please? All right, everybody. You guys don't want us to get rough here. You see what we did to your leader? He's done. You know what that means? It means we're in charge now, okay? So, I want to know right now where we're headed and what was the plan when we get there. Or else, the big guy here is going to take every one of you out. He's either going to blast you or he's going to smash you. Your call.
That's a good line.
Rosie, you're up.
Oh, I've been inside a woman, but I haven't had one inside of me. Oh.
Chaz in charge.
I'm excited for Rosie to be Chaz right now.
All right. I will smack myself after making that comment.
Rosie will
I like
smack
the idea
Chaz.
that Rosie's letting, like, when not full either one, they're going to be more cooperative. I'm going to gather all of the alcohol bottles.
Okay.
And all of the matches.
Okay.
And I'm going to head up to the deck.
I like it. You're gonna head on up in the elevator.
But I mean, I assume I shove them in some pockets. I assume he's wearing like a lounge coat or something. So there's thing. We're also drinking one as we're going.
Yeah, totally.
And we're gonna save the day from the alien.
Thank you, everybody. You look marvelous.
You're looking really good tonight, everyone. Don't worry, Chaz in charge. We'll take some charge.
And
you can charge that.
Aqua or Nick, you are up next.
Carl is going to use his nautical mechanics to, via a control console or whatever on the bridge, cut power to the pods, the breeding pods.
He can't from there.
Okay, can you determine where that could be done?
Engineering would be the place to look into that.
Okay. I take hold of the ship and I about face it.
You just crank
reverse course. Yeah,
I like it. You start
reverse course.
Yeah, I like it. You start doing that. There's these 6 other crewmen right there who are looking at you all, and those of you who are in the bridge area, they charge at you. Because that's what they're going to do. So there's 3 of you up there, right? So we'll just say 2 each. So I need 2 defensive checks from each one of you.
Fine.
That defensive check is against your DCV. You have a re-roll for your avatar if you want to use that. That's an ability each of those avatars has.
A reroll for the avatar.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, you missed it. But you have 2 defenses, so if they attack you, so you missed your first one, but you can do it again without a penalty.
Marvelous.
Yep.
Because I'm awesome. Try again. 3, yes. Got my second one.
So you made both?
No, missed the first one, got the second one.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
I missed both.
Okay. The one who was targeting you, Nick, actually the 2 who were targeting you, Nick, both missed on their attacks. They're alien, the slugs that are trying to control their brains and such just aren't working as well, and so they aren't quite as coordinated as they might otherwise be. So they kind of half lumber towards you and stumble, but they miss on their charging and their grappling. There is one that gets each one of you, and in both cases they just try to grab you, and they do a whopping 10 points of damage.
To whom?
10 points of damage to John and 10 points of damage to Aquamarine. But you both also have some shielding from Patreon you can use to mitigate that, so you don't have to take that damage.
How much damage was levied against me?
10 was total, and you had 20 points of armor or such.
Which avatars are they in so I can mark them off?
If they don't want to, they don't have to take damage because they have their Patreon bonus right now.
Okay.
So they're good to go on that.
Okay. Yeah, I will use my Patreon.
Okay, cool. That'll put us back up at the top at Aquamarine. Everybody roll a d12.
Yes! Oh, I'm not the loud singer anymore.
Yes!
He had a plan. I realized I forgot the cloth from Molotov cocktail, but I had a plan.
I'm 6. Again, Jose.
I'm no longer Carl.
Oh, it's a sad day for everyone.
But I am one of the Tridentures, Georgia Stone. Always with the harpoon.
So jealous. I'm gonna do some good. Number 6.
Dirty Dozens are fun. Let's keep this going.
I love it. We need more. There's none.
I know.
I am Carl Lundgren.
This is the best for your back. You're the fisherman!
Captain Carl.
Have you been the fisherman yet?
No, never.
It's his first time fishing.
Now it's very important you did it accurately.
Aquamarine, who did you? Oh, you're back as Jose?
Jose.
Sweet. So you're back in engineering. And Rosie, who did you wind up as?
I'm Sandy Lakes.
Sandy.
You choke slammed yourself to the table.
Yeah. Guys, this is why the Dirty Dozens are great. Let's keep this up.
So, Rosie, you find yourself, actually, Aquamarine, you're first. So I'll start with you.
Okay. So, I'm Jose. I want to use Jose's knowledge to sit down. I'm down here at engineering. I'm an engineer. I want to stop that power from going to those pods.
Okay, that sounds good.
Awesome.
Great.
You can go over and start doing that. You're trying very hard, I assume, to act non-suspicious.
Yeah, I am Jose.
Not suspiciously.
And I'm all the way Aquamarine, so I have to really downplay my natural gracefulness
That makes sense.
as I'm walking over there.
Okay. No one's paying much attention to you because all of the, I'm just going to call them drones.
I still do it.
All of the crew who have been taken over, it's not a huge spoiler, but those who've been taken over are not really paying attention to much right now.
Okay, then I relax. I'm a little bit more graceful than maybe I would have been.
So yes, you can start hacking away in that computer. And so Jose, I need you to use, I need an electronics and a mechanics check from you. And we're going to need to do this for a few rounds.
All right, electronics.
But you have to do it seductively. Remember, you would seductively
I
hack
beat by 1.
Great.
And then mechanics.
Yep. Oh, actually, we need to have you burn a meta point first. You can't burn a meta point.
Oh.
You can't do it right now because you are all aquamarine, so you can't access Jose's stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Aquamarine.
I'm sorry.
Aquamarine's got her. All right, yeah. She has burglary.
But you speak German.
You might be able to start trying to...
Urban tracking, street sense, stealth. Persuasion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just nothing on that skill sheet that's going to work right there.
You're right.
You can start flipping through the manual for a while.
All right, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Go. John, you're up as Carl. On the bridge. There are half a dozen guys who are wandering out or who have just attacked you and the rest of the group.
After the beep. Ma'am, please answer. We're blind here. There's something wrong with the pods. The lepton emulsion neutral array of organic resistors aren't helping. Wait, it's surging. Levels are exceeding the terrible. Muffins. Hashtag triple play.
Thank you very much, chat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Save Sandy. Hashtag meta point.
I love it.
Okay.
I want us to be like every 5 minutes there's a Dirty Dozen. It's just like unbelievably insane.
This,
right? You know, like that would be.
So Aquamarine went, John, what are you going to do?
Okay, so the two of them missed me, right? Was that?
You were.
Yes, the captain was unmolested.
Yes, you were Carl. Yes, you were missed twice.
All right, cool.
Much to his chagrin.
And I still have a harpoon.
You do. You can retrieve it from the guy that you punctured.
I have a harpoon.
There you go.
There you go.
I get to poon it.
No. Don't get pooning.
The bunny says no.
Thank you, little Harvey pencil.
Oh, Harvey.
You know about the shot
Okay.
that run?
So I do have melee attack baton, harpoon.
Yeah.
Very close.
I mean, if you want to try and use a harpoon as kind of like an improvised baton, sure. Yeah, it'd be fine.
That's my thing. So who's being attacked currently? That's in here. One of my cohorts is being attacked by somebody because I'm not being attacked.
Sylvester's
All
being
y'all
held,
on the crew, all y'all on the bridge are being attacked. Yes.
Right. All right. And
You're being attacked. Everyone's being attacked.
All right. Fine.
You're being attacked.
So,
You're
so the
being
guy. So the guy. All right. Fine. The guy nearest me.
Yes.
I poon him.
Just look at the bunny and how cute and
looking at the
innocent
bunny,
it is.
Max. I'm
He's
looking at
so
the
cute
bunny.
and innocent.
So yes, you do.
Yeah, because he dived toward me. I ducked out of the way.
Okay,
He's on the
give me
ground.
give me the attack roll. Give me the attack roll.
All right. Attack roll. 2 of these. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Ha! 4 against my 13.
That is a great roll, and I did not make my defensive check. So you actually do manage to slam that harpoon straight into this guy's skull.
With
And
a skull-crushing
as
finale.
such, he is down for the count.
Down. How about dead?
I think you might have one more attack, if I remember correctly, John. Is that
Of course
correct?
I do.
You do have 2 attacks, John. Do you want to attack a second time?
There's the other one that was also dove at me.
I rolled a 13 on my defensive check, so if you make it, you've got a good shot.
8.
Yep.
Yes.
You do. You managed to stab that one as well, and he is quite incapacitated, although this one is not dead.
Okay. That's in my.
Which is totally fine. Rosie, you are up next.
Where's Sandy?
Sandy is actually hanging out in a
Counting my cats.
You are trying to fix right now
Like John Travolta.
the plumbing
Sorry.
for another passenger. And,
Oh, I was helping the old guy.
correct.
I am stuck with the old guy right now.
The two of you are in his room, and actually, he has brought another crew member, Julie, number 11, the intern on the ship. Intern Julie.
Intern Julie.
Yep, she is. The three of them are all in the same stateroom trying to fix the plumbing right now.
Oh man. How's that going?
It's going okay. It's not really what either Sandy or Julie are good at, so
yeah,
it's kind of,
Are they fixing the plumbing or are they fixing the plumbing?
Hey, Sandy has a boyfriend. Thank you very much. His name is Chad.
Yeah, but look what else Sandy's going on in Sandy's world. Do you see that?
Sandy's a man whore.
Did you see what Sandy does?
No.
Look at it.
Oh, I forgot about to erase that one. Because I relabeled someone. Yes, Sandy is also.
Oh, the lover, Stan Adams, is a senator.
Yes.
Sandy is a man whore.
Yes.
No, we're sticking with it. Sandy,
Yeah,
Sandy's
boyfriend
sleeping
and
with
there are no accidents.
Yeah, sticking with it.
Sandy uses Grindr a lot.
The 80s version of Grindr.
The 80s version of Grindr, which is going to a club, I think, and just taking off your
Just
clothes.
grinding.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
the
it's
80s
actual
version of
grinding.
Grindr is
Literally
actually grinding.
Grind against
But
someone
yeah,
else.
so that's where you are in a stateroom.
So is it just me and Julie, the intern?
And Jerry.
And Jerry, the old man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Jerry Bear. Hey, Jer Bear.
Jer Bear.
You know what? It's a little crowded. We can't really fix this plumbing with you here. Do you mind scooting outside the room there?
I don't want to run into any of those aliens.
You are not going to, sir. Do not worry. They are not on this floor. Deck area.
Yeah.
Also, someone should keep guard. Just stand right outside the room.
I could keep guard. I'm back in the war. I was a good guard.
When he leaves, I wanna lean on one of the pipes. Mm-hmm. But like with her, like she turns around and suddenly I'm like leaning there in front of her. Like and I'm
One more time.
no. just think about the part Sandra Bullock and the while you were sleeping. And
Yes.
You got it.
Which part is that?
I hate you.
The part where they go,
Oh.
When you're watching, you're like, ah.
Bill Pullman.
Yes, thank you. It's when he does the wall lean. The thing. It's very
So
hot.
Sandy says,
Sandy's like, hey, Julia.
Bill Pullman.
This could be our last time. We could be taken any moment.
Taken.
don't you have a boyfriend?
Nothing matters now. We could die at any minute. I'm gonna try to kiss her.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my seduction. I'm really bad at seduction.
It's a seduction male on it.
Well, that means I'm really
You
good
should
at
bonus.
males. I'm not as good at females as
so you-
by my role.
So you did not succeed, is that what I'm saying?
That's a major failure.
Okay.
A major failure.
I'm just going to skip past Julie's response and hop over to Nick right now. Nick, what would you do?
Well, let's see. I'm one of the three old women holding on to the other harpoon. We, Sylvester, I believe, is currently grappled, the pro wrestler with the gun.
I forget now.
So I think one of them hit him? Or something?
One hit him, yes.
Yes. So is he currently...
I brought some donuts to the office today, but tripped on the way and dropped them on the ground.
Uh-oh.
I guess they were a hashtag Cheetos in.
Nice shot.
Yeah, dirty
Yes, sure, he's being grappled. What do you want to do?
Dirty dozen.
I'm not acknowledging that pun.
That was amazing.
So,
Thank you.
chat.
Hashtag Cheetos in.
Dirty dozen. Yes! Yes! Keep doing it. Let's
All right.
keep doing it.
Any more, chat?
You guys are the best.
All right. That's questionable. So, is Sylvester currently still under attack? Or
Yes.
grappled or whatnot?
Yes.
Okay.
There's
then
still 4 crewmen who are a threat.
Okay, well, we're gonna go, okay, so I'm gonna turn to Mia and Carol and say, try dentures! Tonight, we dine in hell!
I so wanted you to say that. I'm so happy.
And we charge the one that's currently grappling
Like I said, it's just
Sylvester so that he'll be free to shoot the others.
Sounds good. Give me the roll for it.
This is gonna suck.
No, I'm giving you a hell of a bonus for saying that.
I'm like waiting for it to drop.
10? Yeah. Yeah, you hit. Oh, actually, wow, I don't even have to give you a bonus. I rolled an 18 on my defensive check. So this crew member was so caught off guard by these three little ladies charging him with a harpoon.
We shall now be known as the Crimson Girl.
And you do. You smack straight into him, dead center in the chest, and it's ugly. It is not good.
Really graphic.
It makes that sound.
Do they pull his heart out when they withdraw the harpoon?
Do they all take a lick? Dining.
Yes.
They share it.
No.
We eat the heart.
Okay then. So you did.
The first taste of blood, they know life for the first time.
So did they just attack that hunk with a siege weapon?
And then I need a couple things to happen. I need everyone to roll a d12.
Yes! I'm so excited.
And you just can't hide it, can you?
Oh God, that worked out really well because I am now Sylvester. Ooh yeah!
I'm someone we haven't been yet.
Nick, I like that you've managed to stay on the bridge the entire time.
I know, it's handy.
I'm Linda Hursley again.
I rolled a 7.
You're Mia. You're a trident.
I get to be a trident. You're eating a heart.
I'm the oldest one. I've got wilderness survival forest.
So I've eaten a heart before.
Who do you have now, Rosie?
I am Jerry Reed, number 10. Who have we met, Jerry Reed? Yet?
Yeah, he's the old man who you just sent outside the door.
We're all old people.
I'm just mentally old.
And then, those of you who are on the bridge, while this has all been going on,
I'm still on the bridge.
you look outside, and you notice that the water is getting pretty rough. And actually, a very large wave is moving in the direction of the ship.
Oh, no!
And this wave is stories upon stories tall. It is beyond imagination tall, and as it slaps into the side of the ship lists over to its side. And,
Oh my God, this is the hacky sack. He took it up.
Yeah, and does a full-on, I mean, I can only describe it as an adventure of a Poseidon kind of nature.
The only way you can describe it?
Tries to, in the words of, what is his name from Star Fox, do a barrel roll?
Yeah, barrel. Do a barrel. Do a barrel.
But only does half of it. And flips itself completely upside down.
Poseidon adventured?
Do we take damage?
Poseidon!
Does everyone take damage from like smacking the top?
Girls!
And every
God,
one
do you break
of
a
the
hip?
avatars, every avatar takes 15 points of damage.
Oh shit! No! 15 points on all of them?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I have to do math really quick. Oh, Georgia's effed.
Are you Georgia?
No, I'm Jerry.
She's got
I'm the
15
old
points
guy.
left.
But Georgia's only got. She
That's
just
fine. She's known life for the first time.
We're gonna have to go through that part where we all have to hold our breath and swim under that.
I don't know. We're upside down. Okay,
There was that one lady who didn't make it.
There are a lot of ladies that didn't make it.
You're so right.
But there's not many we cared about.
Oh, there's so much math to do.
I know, it's okay. I've got the numbers down if it comes down to it.
Okay.
You want me to tell you what they are?
No, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Oh dear. Thank you.
You know, you'd think the aliens might have predicted that was coming and steered us to a better path.
Maybe they are
saying.
all knowing after all.
Well, they're kind of distracted.
That's right, I didn't
So
know.
the boat is just upside. Does it say what is happening?
It's just flipped completely
If
upside
there's-
down.
It's just upside down.
Yeah.
The ship is upside down. How is that? Okay, fine.
Poseidon adventure.
So, what is it? We need an acetylene torch and, to escape.
What happened to
or-
the pods?
Well, those pods are probably.
Displaced.
Probably.
All right, are we we're taking water? I assume.
Oh, taking
There's some water coming on.
Taking more than water, dear.
Oh my, we're gonna sink.
So the so Aquamarine, you are up first.
Okay, I'm gonna use one meta point
Oh,
And can you describe for me, like,
what? Sorry.
And actually, you know what?
Seduce the tidal wave.
You know what I'm gonna do for you?
I just realized though, but if you're any top room would have had glass around it so they can see outside. That glass is gonna start cracking.
Yeah, much of it already has. Like,
Oh my!
You guys.
Well, I'm trying to maintain then.
You're all above water right now, but there is like
That's
things
not a good sound.
Yeah.
Chad is trying to kill us.
The
That's
ship
literally
is
what just
and
happened.
floundered and
Okay.
Well, at least all the controls are on the
actually, you know
ceiling
what?
now.
It would make more sense. She's just on her side. It makes more sense.
She's on her side.
She's on her side.
Is her hip okay?
No, the ship.
ship.
Oh, she's on her side.
That was so compassionate.
Is she okay?
Well, that's the first place you went. What about her hip?
Oh dear. Okay, well I'm clinging to my girls.
Related. Phrasing. Related every Sunday morning. That's my deepest fear when the boys start running around the place that they're going to knock over someone, break a hip. Like, I have that fear every. Anyway.
Jerry entered billiards.
Yeah. Boys, it's a non-contact sport.
So though I'm mostly aquamarine. Mostly aquamarine.
That's the evil Bizarro World version of
Aquamarine.
You have a goatee.
And her
Little
rival Mafire.
Mafire.
So what are you going to do, Aquamarine?
Okay, so I'm holding on to my sisters and looking around to try and see my fellow teammates. Because I'm mostly aquamarine here, and I definitely want to try and stick with my team party and help them as much as I can.
Okay. John.
Holding on. Still got the heart, though.
Me, I'm
the crewmen who were in the bridge with you do not seem interested in combat right now.
Yeah. So right now I'm basically keeping my head above water, making a wave when I can. Doesn't? All right.
He doesn't want to give it to you.
I strangled it.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Excellent. That's what you did, Rosie. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm looking around. There's water pouring in. Obviously, I'm treading water. I'm just doing a spot check to see where my homies are at, where they all are. So I see Aquamarine. She's there.
Everyone right now is just trying to take care of themselves.
Trying to not die.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay. I look and see if there's any way of getting out of the door to the bridge that we came in.
Yes.
I'm looking to see if it's possible to get.
Yeah, you can still go out that way. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I take a big gulp of breath and I.
You don't even have to go underwater yet.
Oh, so we're not that deep yet.
No.
But it would be cooler
The
if you
section
did.
that you were on is above. Because the boat was like this, is now like this. So you're up here right now.
Because every dog has its day, and today's the day of the dog. Or possibly the Tri-Venture. Hashtag their team.
Thank you.
Yes, Tri-Ventures.
So what are you gonna do?
I want us all to be the Tri-Dentures that
We're
work.
just trying to get out of the bridge.
That'd be amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
I know,
You know what? I'm going to drop initiative because it's not really all that important right
All right.
now.
Okay.
So what are you all trying to do right now? Where are your goals?
Has the old man been? No, we've all been injured.
Everyone's been injured a little bit.
Well,
And Sandy and Julie come out of the stateroom with you.
Yeah.
Because clearly everyone needs to try and get out of here now.
Yeah, I mean, in my head, oh God.
And they start saying, Jerry, this way! Because they know how to get out of here. Because they were on the ship.
Yeah.
Do we still have to?
But even from the bottom of the ship?
You know, they still know they just know the layout of the ship.
What?
That's true.
All right, so we're still on the same level where the pods are. Should we at least try to find
You
them
were
and
one
see?
level below it.
Or below it.
It was on the 9th deck. You were on the 8th deck.
Yeah.
That's true. You're right.
I'm gonna, whippersnappers. We need to save all the lives on the ship, so we need to go get them, my friends, first.
Your friends? Why? Oh, man. You know those idiots who were down in the casino?
Yes. I'm not the idiot who wasted time stealing money when you could have escaped, young whippersnapper.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, Julie.
I do, too.
He hasn't had his medicine. Fine, where are they?
They're on the 8th deck.
Oh, my God. The bridge?
Yes.
Oh, for crying. Fine, this way. And they start...
Don't
running
go
out.
so fast.
Okay.
I just assume it takes Jerry a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
They can sprint, but the 71-year-old isn't going.
Well, that's fair.
Jerry's last name is Adric.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah.
That was awful. So
he's old. He's old. Okay, Jerry. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay, so you're all just trying to get up. Is that correct right now?
So we are in a room that is now sideways.
Yes.
And we need to get to the 9th floor.
Well, you want to get to a deck that is going to have some sort of access to outside.
To outside.
I mean, you could actually try to break the glass in the front of the bridge and crawl out the outside that way if you wanted to.
Oh, I'm Sylvester. I've got the ray gun, right?
Yes.
I shoot the glass out.
Perfect. You don't even think a roll. It just happens. It all explodes.
Awesome. I'm like right there with you. Good job.
And you guys can start trying to climb out and around. It won't be so much that you're going up to the 9th deck as you are going across to the 9th deck, if that makes sense.
Right, yes.
Fair enough.
I'm trying with you.
So you bring that whole group with you that was in there.
And the group. The whole tridenters.
The tridenters do a lot of, they used to jog a lot, laps on the jogging deck.
Yes, we did.
And so they were in good shape, and so they're able to keep up with you.
Also, Girl Scouts.
So surprisingly spry.
I can't wait for the fan art of the tridenters.
That's right,
That's
yeah.
That's going to be pretty amazing.
I hope they have
I'll get that as a tattoo.
When they go straight into the guy.
all of our attributes, yes.
And, and so, okay, so that is where you guys are going. You are with, and you're with them too.
Yes.
Yes, and you are with,
So we're just making our way to them.
Yep. You're not using the elevators for obvious reasons. And then I need everyone to roll a d12. Which apparently I like so much that I roll with you every time I've said that so far.
Oh!
Yes! I'm a tridenter!
Me too! I'm Carol!
I'm Mia!
Number 8.
I'm number 7.
I am Patricia Borden.
Oh!
Where the heck is she? Is she even here?
Yes, she is. She's the defendant.
You're the
Yeah, no, she is. But
She's on the bridge. She's who you were being the lawyer as, which, remember that? Or you were, when you were trying to intimidate for the showman? That's who you were at the time?
I don't believe I was, sir.
You were. I don't know if you even realized that you were.
I'll take you to say so, but I've never been Patricia Borden ever.
Okay.
But I am now.
Cool.
You were Linda.
Yeah, I was Linda.
He's been Linda several times.
Yes, like 3 times.
But regardless, I do know that Patricia Borden is on the bridge. I know that much.
Fair
so if nothing else, we've got that established. So I know where Rosie is. Rosie's on the bridge as one of the tridentures. Carol's Aquamarine's on the bridge as one of the tridentures.
Yes!
You are on the bridge as
Carol.
Patricia Borden.
Patricia. And Nick, who are you right now?
I am the intern, Julie.
Intern Julie. Okay, great. So you are running right now with Sandy and with Jerry in the direction of the, you're trying to make your way up, so to speak. And I tell you what, in the interest of being nice and all of that fun stuff, gosh, what time is it? Yeah. Let's look at that map. You are on the 7th floor. You're moving up that way. Okay, so there are some stairs that you were able to. It's difficult because of the nature of everything is on its side. But so you guys are able to slowly but surely start climbing your way up and around the stairs and working your way up, and you do eventually manage to come together right now. What?
Yes.
It takes some time, but you do eventually find yourselves basically hanging out on the
Yes.
side of what would have been the 9th deck. Give or take.
Can we see the pods?
No.
Through the windows?
No, you can't see the
Well,
pods.
on the bright side, we did prevent the ship from getting to the Arctic.
That's true.
That is fact. Can we get into the? Wow! Someone break open the door.
Get the door.
So that's
Well, I mean, honestly, right now,
Or a window or something.
I tell you what.
Use your ray gun and make a door, damn it. Get us into those pods.
Well, so here's the thing. This ship is sinking. And you have with you right now 11 of the 12 folk. Or actually, I'm going to do one more dirty dozen.
Oh shit, I have such a good plan.
Carol's just
sorry.
so great.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at where everything
I just
is.
want to point out that Mia has poisons.
I just need one last dirty dozen. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So does Carol. So does
We do need dirty dozen.
Yeah.
I'm Julie again.
I'm Patricia.
I'm Carol again. Carol. That was not intended. Not meant to throw something. Throw any
No,
kind
I'm
of
the
straw.
intern.
You're Julie?
We're both the intern.
Oh, you're both stuck in the intern.
You're currently?
Hey John, you want to share the intern?
Oh.
That's what's happening.
Hey, get your hand off us.
Oh, she's got poison too.
Rosie, who are you in right now?
I'm Patricia.
I can't keep this straight. Aquamarine, who are you in?
I'm still in Carol Smith.
Cool.
Skilled in poisons.
So the group of you has kind of worked your way up, and you look out into the water on the side of the ship, and you see floating around in the ocean
A bus?
a single saucer,
Like a big one that maybe could fit 12 people.
like an unattended flying saucer.
Oh.
It's parts.
Oh.
Just
our way out.
floating.
It's
on
gotta
the
be
water.
giant. It's gotta be freaking huge.
I still
It could
want to poison
easily could fit all
the
12 of you.
birthing pods.
I think those are out of reach.
Can we somehow rig this, explode this ship?
Oh, can we?
explode the ship,
Can
Carrie?
everyone make explosions?
I'm pretty sure that flying saucer has a gun.
Perfect.
Oh, flying saucer has guns.
Perfect.
It does.
Let's drive it.
Yeah, Patricia, we're going to that flying saucer.
Okay.
Oh, how do we get it
Yes.
open? Should we send one person? Is there like, do you have to like do a secret
You know how
code
you
to
get it
open
open?
it?
Watch the board.
Watch the board. Watch the board.
So, rule of cool.
Okay.
Oh, how do we get
How are you going to do it? How are you going to take over this thing? And this is going to be the last thing we do because we have 2 waffles to do.
It's true.
So I need you to give me a succinct answer as to what you're going to do.
Oh, God.
So, I have piloting, and I'm very aware of its maneuvering capabilities. Anybody? Anybody
Wait.
aware of its maneuvering capabilities?
Yes.
So I can fly a saucer because I'm a pilot and I'm aware of maneuvering capabilities. Anybody? Okay.
Yes, we talked.
No, we got you.
I'm just trying to hurry up to the waffles. So what you're going to be your thing is to check and vote.
Real cool.
Rule of cool. Oh, God, it's a rush rule of cool.
I know.
Go, guys, if you anything.
Okay, Patricia is going to tap into her previous life as a gamer.
Okay.
And she is going to lick the spaceship because licking would help get it open. That's what she thinks in her brain. She needs a saliva contact in which to open it.
Okay. You know the language. I just want to point that out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to Okay, I'm gonna talk to it dirty style and use my sleight of hand to unlock it.
Sweet.
Have we our boosted abilities unlocked?
No. We had a pretty low night tonight, which is okay.
Shoot.
Actually, I tell you what, in the interest of everything, and because there is a rule of cool, and I apologize, chat, that you don't get to vote for this one. You head out to it and you start just using your. I'm just going to use it to say that you got into it, basically.
Oh, that.
So you do, since you were able to communicate using the language and such, you were able to activate the spaceship, the saucer, and get it to lift off and fly over to your location, and you were all able to climb inside.
Cool. We'll just do the rule cool next time.
Yeah, we'll save it for that. I'll burn some other stuff for it and just keep it around for next time.
We're in the saucer.
Uh-huh.
Thinking about our conversation.
We're gonna blow up. We're gonna shoot deck 9 to smithereens.
So that's what you do is you start attacking deck 9?
Blow the ship up.
You do. You start powering up the weapon systems in this thing, and you just start firing away left and right and whatever in between, and the little thingy starts firing. That little ray gun starts tracking around and firing off at deck 9 over and over and over again, and eventually, and you're just vibrating the hell out of it, and eventually it just explodes.
And then, well, as it explodes, can we be flying away in the saucer?
We have
to, like movie style.
You fly towards it and then away just to make it more dramatic.
Right. But like, it's like think Star Wars, right? And as the last shot we do the curve, it blows up, and we're flying away.
Absolutely. That's
And
exactly what happens.
the weight created by us flying and turning creates another giant wave that smashes the whole thing and it all just sinks.
Oh, I like it.
After the explosion.
It does. The boat quickly, after you've attacked it for quite a while, is ratcheted into pieces
good.
and just starts slowly going under the water. And that is where we find ourselves at the end of
least we've
this
got a
installment of
ship.
Masters of the Metaverse.
We got a ship.
That was crazy. But yeah, you've taken over a spaceship.
That's pretty sweet.
Heck yeah, that's quite an upgrade from a...
True confession, the spaceship was always there. It was up on the Lido deck, actually.
Oh, we just never went up
You
there.
never went up there. There were aliens who were on a water slide, no joke.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you got up there, there were aliens who were taking advantage of the water slide. It was kind of cute.
Just got really preoccupied.
And now they're all dead.
They're all very dead. Yep. But we do have 2 waffles to drop tonight.
Waffle baby, waffle
2 waffles.
baby, waffle baby,
And
waffle.
I believe Vanessa's going to go second with this amazing thing that she's written, and so I will go first. And if you guys have not seen waffles before, long story short, the idea on this show is to give some thanks to everyone for all of the contributions and joy that you've given us. We write up and do these fun little songs based on suggestions from you. And Wilder 1251 requested a song that was bluegrass about a fantasy slingshot, which I am told was a combination that basically Wilder just kind of went, random on it, and so that is what we are going to do. I've got a song here about a fantasy slingshot for Wilder 1251, and let's see. You guys can join me in on the echo on the chorus. So you got the words in front of you, and I'm trying to get the song in my head right now. The guitar lick is kind of fun, just like dun, 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 dun. I am a man who's on a quest. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell and traveled Hyrule, the place where I was born and raised.
The place where he was born and raised.
86, the first year I first found trouble, defeated Ganon once again. For in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have few friends to help me now.
Navi and Tingle do not count.
But I venture well, Nintendo lover, a magic slingshot I have found. For I'm bound to ride Eponia. Perhaps I'll die and rise again.
Thank God he's got more than 3 lives.
You can't find me in some deep valley, exploring caves and chopping grass, that you may learn to love another game of mine with a Triforce.
Legend of Zelda for the win.
There you go, Wilder 1251. There is your bluegrass magic slingshot waffle. Woo, my voice is shot. Vanessa, if you'd be so kind, I know you had, what was the combination?
A ballady.
That's right,
Renaissance-y
Renaissance-y fair ballad, yep.
So yeah, at the end, y'all can.
I'm looking for something in a Renaissance-y fair ballad.
Remember what I did. Okay. I wake up at the first sign of the rising sun. I put on my gown and fashion my certified medieval bun. I've been waiting nigh a year for that one special day. 'Tis the day I've been waiting for nigh a year, I say. Pray join me for a quest like you've never seen. It begins with a magical $50 entrance fee. But 'tis worth it, my friend. Yes, 'tis worth it, I say. One cannot day. Huzzah, huzzah, for justice to begin. 'Tis at the field, take a left at ye old ATM. Cheer for the Black Knight and cheer for the blue. Get out ye old cell phones for your channels of YouTube. With a hey nonny ho and a hey nonny hey, one cannot simply explain the gifts of Renaissance Fair Day. Happily you come down to see the pirates and the knights, plastic swords, Game of Thrones, cosplay lined with LED lights. The ale and more tri-corner hats than you can conceive of. Really don't forget the mass amounts of turkey legs and cleavage. 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 Turkey legs and cleavage.
Yeah, that'll total up to $500, please. We accept credit cards.
On a stick.
Oh, we did that right there.
Well played.
That was good.
Gem tones.
Gem tones.
Gem tones.
Step it up.
Oh, so because it was Renaissance Fair and it was the what's the name of the musical?
Awesome.
Oh, it was like in the style of Gallivant.
Thank you.
I just started playing chords that I knew sounded.
I love it so much. Thank you, chat.
Is it that much cleavage at a Renaissance Fair?
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, heartfuls.
I just thought of the things I think of.
Cleavage! Cleavage!
It's just the period costumes.
Bring out your boobs!
I didn't intend for that. Anyways.
Oh, thank you so much
That's your
again. Masters of the Metaverse, we're here every Monday evening, 6 p.m. Pacific. My name is Chris Odie. Go down.
Shawn Franklin.
There you go.
Maggie Freaks and Wax Stuff.
Matt Vansel.
Vanessa Postel.
And we will be here again next week. We will be bringing back Christian Doyle, who's been gone for quite a while. Excited to have him come back into the fold. Shawn has been working so hard with us for the last 4 weeks. We are so thankful for all that you've done, Shawn, and we will have you come back again.
Hell yeah.
So thank you for everything. We will miss John Stone.
Poor John.
And also, I think we can, because we're talking about it today, Matt is going to be excited to announce that in a few weeks, October 30th, we're going to start a 4-week arc with Mr. Mad Vansel as the GM.
Cool.
And it will be taking place in the world of Fartherall, which is the universe reality world that he has created, and that the gamers, Journey Quests, I believe, both take place in elements of that.
Oh my gosh,
So we'll be exploring some
We're going to
sections of
Fartherall.
that. And playing around in the world of Fartherall. So we're very excited to see where all of that will go. And then following that story arc, Christian is going to come back to the GM seat for about a month as well, before we take some time off for the holidays. So it's going to be a really fun way to end out the year. And please spread the word, because we're very excited about these things and want to bring people back in. And yeah, Shawn will be back, and eventually there's so many people who we want to come and have play with us here. So we will be doing more of that. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sound good. Take care, everybody. And, I feel like I want some sort of, should we do like, see you next week on Masters of the Metaverse? I feel like we should
I don't
do
want to
something.
take DFA's thing.
I know. Oh,
I think our awkward goodbyes
I know
are
what we should
good.
do. Even though it's like you wrote it, is it okay if we say waffles ho? Is that no? Should
Fine.
we? Disgruntled Matt Vansel. Ho!